Hello and welcome everyone to the goodbye video for Unus Annus. Now, as you could probably see, I am by a fire. And you probably can't see my face that well, but you know what? This is what I got to work with. And this right now is going to be like a farewell to Unus Annus. So, with that being said, gonna have this second camera be looking at the fire, because what I did was I got every single thumbnail from Unus Annus and printed it out. So, and I'm not gonna spend too much time talking about them, just like, you know. So, I have so far a box started. Here I have the very first thumbnail. I don't know if you guys can see it very well in that one, but I'm going to try to show you guys on this camera right here. Well, I don't even know if it'll show. But I think what I could do is I could just throw up a quick image of the thumbnail, because I thought it was going to be a bit better. Oh, it looks like fire is going to die, so let me add some more firewood here real quick. My bad. So yes, maybe I'll just throw up like a quick image if you can't see it. But this was the very first Unus Annus video. I just saw a thing fly at me. It was called Unus Annus, and it was uploaded on November 15th of 2019. So what I thought would be very special is if I got to print out every single Unus Annus thumbnail, and in a very Unus-y, Annus-y way, I would burn it. You know, so, because I wrote note cards so that way you could have the title and everything. Granted, I could have wrote it on the back, but whatever. This was the very first video of Unus Annus, and it wasn't very long, but very memorable. So, with that being said, let us get into the first one. This is like a very special kind of way of saying goodbye, because I wanted to do this video, wanted to do this type of video for saying goodbye since the beginning of Unus Annus. So, yep, there it goes. Just getting stuff flying at me constantly. And goodbye to the note card as well. So hopefully you guys can see it in there. I was gonna say more, but at the same time, this video is gonna be really long if I talk a lot. So I'm just gonna do kind of like how they did in their recreation video. Just like kind of a couple words here and there. So the second video of Unus Annus was, of course, it was called Cooking with Sex Toys, uploaded on November 16th, 2019. This honestly, right here, this picture right here, I don't even know if this camera can see it, probably not. But like I said, I'll throw them up on screen actually, you know, just like a quick little, maybe one over here or something. Honestly, this was the second video of the Unus Annus channel, so you could kind of see where the channel was gonna go based on this second video. So, thank you guys so much for an amazing year, and it's sad to see it go, but it's time to set it to rest once again. Gosh, it's so, I don't know if you can even see it on the camera, how crazy it's. I don't even know how well this video is going to go. It's actually getting really, really hot right there because the wind is blowing towards me. So, gotta scoot back just a bit. But, yeah, that was the second video of Unus Annus. And also my note card for, ooh. Gotta remember there's wind, so I gotta kind of remember that. Oh, now I got it stuck on my thing. There it goes. I do apologize. I thought this video was going to go a lot smoother than this, and literally dying of smoke inhalation. Jeez. The third video of Unus Annus that was uploaded was Purging Our Sins with the Neti Pot. This thumbnail was freaking one of my favorite ones. And it was uploaded November 17th, 2019. So let's go put that in there and see if... I really hope you guys can see this on camera. If not, I'm going to be really, really sad. And of course my fire is dying. Why is my fire dying? And like I said, if you can't really see it, I do apologize, but I've been planning this video, but I just didn't know how well it was going to go or not. So, yeah, but I thought this would be the best way to say a goodbye to Unus Annus, because I want to do this exactly a month after the channel died. And there's just smoke everywhere, and there's nothing I can really do about it, so I apologize, but the third video was hot dogged to death. You can't even see my face anymore. But, this one was just really funny, because mostly my favorite part was when they gave Chica some of the hot dogs, and she just like ate it in basically one bite, and it was so funny. So yep, there goes that one. Let's see if it'll catch. So yep, there goes that one. It's kind of crazy how it bubbles and everything. I'm trying to face it mostly towards you guys as best I can for camera wise, but it's just really not doing what I'm wanting it to do. At least right now. But fire's looking pretty good right now, so hopefully I keep this train going, this good fire train go. Obviously I'm not very good at this type of stuff. So there's that. So I've got about 6 minutes left on the cameras before I need to stop them. So on to the next one, which will be where they make their own sensory deprivation tank, which was a whole ordeal in itself. It was so funny. So, like it's when this comes out, it's only been it'll be exactly a month if I plan it correctly to come out exactly a month after Unus Annus has officially died. So, I'm not really, it's really, so like, when I was like planning for this, I was like, oh yeah, I could say this and this and this, and now when it comes to it, I'm like, my mind is blank, I can't think of anything. But, I don't know, I guess I kind of just wanted it to be more chill and just like, you know, just, I don't know, just something more chill, I guess, in a way. The third one was the good kind of cupping. This one was when they got those like suction cup things and put them on each other's back, or put them on their each other's backs. No, I lied. That's not the good kind of cupping. The good kind of cupping was where they stacked the cups and everything. Oh my god, yeah, that's right. I totally forgot about that. Yeah, that's right. Because the other one was where they stuck the cups on each other's backs. Yeah, that was that one. Oh my god, I can't believe... Yeah, so like, if I mess something up, I do apologize. But I was gonna write like little descriptions, but I just started running out of time to get this video filmed and everything, so... That's kind of why. So the beginning part might be a little... This like beginning part might be a little bit rushed. But hopefully the next... When I get to record this next, because I probably won't get through... Not even halfway through tonight. Just because, you know, it's already kind of late and I need to, you know, get up and go to work tomorrow, so. This one, the bad kind of cupping, was the one where they put those suction cups on the backs of Mark, the suction cup on Mark's back. And this one was uploaded November 21st, 2019. I forgot to say on the other ones. I do apologize. Hopefully I'll remember to put, you know, stuff on the screen as well. But, like, I don't know. I don't know. This just seemed like the best way, like, to do a goodbye for Unus Annus. To me, I just personally thought this would be perfect, especially because when they did the starting the fire, but they actually don't video, I was like, oh my god, like that's perfect right now. Like, oh my goodness. So I was like, I've had this idea for a long time. I got this idea about halfway through Unus Annus. So this has been a long video in the making, first of all. Secondly, like, it's not going as planned, and I'm sorry, but I already started, so there's no stopping now, because if I stop now, then what's the point? You know what I mean? So this one, the worst kind of cupping. And don't worry, as soon as this video is done and edited and uploaded, I will delete all the thumbnails, so that way, you know, I just need it for the video. But after that, they will be deleted, because what I want to happen is I want to have this video, this Unus Annus video, be uploaded. Like, well, so when you finish watching the video, I want it to be hit exactly midnight of December 13th of this year, of 2020. Because that for the live stream, that's how they had it, and they had it end exactly at midnight on the 13th of November. So the worst kind of cupping is where Markiplier actually watched two girls, one cup for the very first time, which was, first of all, insane. I was like, what? I never personally, actually, I've never watched that video either, but it was so funny to watch him watch it. And I realize that this video is not going to be the greatest, but it still means a lot to me to do this. So this one, Ethan will get kicked in the balls, was seriously one of the funniest freaking ones. It was when Mark and Ethan got the that big like those big not Zorb balls, but those big what do you call them? I don't know exactly what to call them, but those things that you get in and you hit each other, and they're those big ball things. I don't know what to call them, but those things. And you know, they ran at each other, and then they kind of Mark jumped and like just kicked Ethan in the balls, and it was so funny. It was yeah. And this video was uploaded November 23rd, 2019. So again, if I got these dates wrong, I do apologize. I should have got all this information while the channel was still live, but I didn't. So if my dates and everything are off, I really do apologize. But hopefully this, I don't know, like, I don't know if you guys will like this video or not, just because I know it's not, like, the greatest or anything. And this thing just keeps dying on me, and I'm like, dang it. The next one is doing each other's makeup in the dark. This one, I don't remember that one very well, but I do remember that the aftermath was funnier than, like, anything that happened during it, if I remember correctly. I don't know if I remember correctly. And this one was uploaded November 24th, 2019. So, once again, it's time to say like a goodbye to once again another video. So, like, I know, like, so during the live stream, I really, like, at first I was like really sad. Like, I was like, no, it's gonna be gone. But by the end of it, I was really content with saying goodbye to Unus Annus. Like, honestly, I thought I was gonna cry like a lot more than what I did, because the only time I really actually like started ugly crying and bawling is when Amy, Mark, and Ethan got into the coffin that they bought. That's when, like, I literally just started crying my eyes out. I was like, no. So yeah, it was, I don't know, I wasn't as emotional as I thought. Maybe it just hadn't sunk in yet. I don't know. I don't even know if it's still actually sunk in or not. But the next one was Operation Baby Hands. Now, if you remember this video, this is where that oh my freaking god meme came from for Ethan. And this was uploaded November 25th, 2019. This was the 11th video of Unus Annus, so we're over a week so far, but still not at 2 weeks quite yet. I really hope you guys can kind of see this in this other camera. I'm really hoping I did it right because I tried my best. But like I said, if this beginning part isn't that good, it's because I was trying my best to get like everything outside, you know, get it going, get the fire going, you know, and everything. So if the beginning part isn't that good, I'm sorry, but hopefully after, you know, this like getting through the beginning part of, because this is gonna take days to record. Like, it's not gonna be like, oh, one and done, okay, yeah, no, this is gonna like take literal days to record. So, I'm probably not, I'm probably like gonna get through 2 weeks and then I'm gonna have to call it quits because first of all, it's freezing outside. I'm literally like freezing and, you know, I don't want to be out here too late and the camera's got 13 more minutes on it, so yeah. And then Mark and Ethan summon a ghost. This one, at first I thought I was gonna get scared because I was like, oh my gosh, like, no, don't mess. Like, I'm the type of person to like be like, don't mess with that type of stuff. But like, they weren't taking it seriously and everything. So it just turned out to be a really funny video. And this one was uploaded November 26th, 2019. I lost my train of thought for a second. But seriously, like, I don't know if I would have gotten through quarantine without Unus Annus. Like, it was just a really big part of my life for 2020, because especially with everything that happened and just all the craziness that was going on. So, the 2 truths and 1 lie was literally one of my favorite videos. Well, it was 2 truths, 1 lie, waxing edition. It was one of the funniest freaking ones, and I'm literally losing you guys again, so hold on, let's see if we can... let's see here, come on, fire. Pick it, get it, catch on fire! Catch on fire, please! Yeah, I'm losing ya! Don't lose ya! I'm trying not to lose ya! Trying my best not to lose this fire. Yeah. Alright, so you could kind of see me bit, but it was so funny because this is where we learned about Mark and his culture from going to Korea. Because he went to Korea, what was it, like a couple years ago or something? I can't remember exactly when. But let's just say it was quite interesting what they had to wax, the both of them, which was so funny. That both of them literally had to do the same waxing part. So... It's here, catch on fire. There you go. There you go. Okay. And this one was uploaded November 27th, 2019. Let's see, we've got 10 more minutes, so I could probably get through a couple more. And like I said, the next ones, the next batch of this, like where I'm recording, should be better because I'm actually going to ask my dad to help me with this fire, so that way it could be like a decent fire. So I don't have to keep worrying about like, oh, it's dying on me, like stay alive kind of thing. The next one is the Poopsie Sparkly Critters. A slime surprise. This is the one where she spits, she pooped. It is one of those like slime toy kind of things. Oh god, I'm losing the fire again. Come on, baby, come back to me. So then this video was uploaded November 28th, 2019. Like I said, I just wanted this more to be like, not, well, yeah, kind of ceremonial, like, the channel's dead, so should, you know, the channel's dead, so should everything else, you know, like, not like everything else, but like, everything that, like, we didn't create. Like, if you made fan art, that's perfectly fine, but like, everything that they made should be put to rest. Because that's what they wanted. And I've been seeing that people are still doing like the Unus Annus like rebirth kind of thing. And I'm like, really, guys? This is the one thing that they asked us not to do. Like, come on, guys, really? So, and I've literally stayed away from those because I know if I like look at it, I'm gonna like want to watch it. And I'm like, no, that's not the point. Like, I had my year to watch every video that they made. I had my year. So it's been hard not to like, it's been very tempting to like click on that video and be like, like one more time, like, but that's the thing. We shouldn't ever get that chance because that's exactly what they wanted us to not do. They wanted the channel to let it be its thing and then us keep it in our memories. So, the next one is the Play-Doh Thanksgiving. For some reason, I don't remember this one that well. But, like, all I remember is that they were just basically playing with Play-Doh. That's all I really remember from this one. But I still remember it being super funny. And, obviously this one was on November 29th, 2019. See, that's the thing. If I'm going to record these, I'm probably only going to do about an hour and a half-ish, just to make sure, all the batteries are all good. And, well, obviously I made sure they're all fully charged and everything, but just to make extra sure that I don't lose any of this footage. Because if I lose any of this footage, this video will be for literally nothing. And I would literally cry. Because I put a lot of time and effort into this video because, I mean, obviously I wanted it to be a bit better, but, not everything is gonna... See, that's the thing. At first I was like, I keep saying how bad it is and everything, but I was like, well, if it's not good, why upload it? But then I thought about it. I'm like, because Unus Annus is a type of channel they uploaded whatever they wanted. So even though, like, it's not very good, I'm still gonna upload this goodbye video because Unus Annus deserves that. They deserve a good, like, proper... I mean, granted, they did get a proper, but I mean, like, they deserve a good, funny goodbye. Like, and, like, I guess kind of serious, because well, granted, they were serious too, but just, I don't know. I really thought this was a good idea. I mean, it still is a good idea. Just the way I'm executing it is not, because you're losing me again. And, so this one is the Helium Therapy. This was uploaded November 30th, 2019. Let's see if we can get this sucker to catch backfire real quick. Okay, there it goes. Just so you guys can at least see me a bit. Let's see here. Oh. See, the Helium Therapy. Other than them playing with helium balloons, I don't remember much from that, like, specific, like, funny bits from that video. But the drawing memes from memory, that one was a fun video to watch. Because I was like, oh my god, like, a lot of them I could not remember when I was trying to play along with them. I'm like, oh my gosh, like, bro, I can't remember a lot of these. So yeah, I did really bad when I was, like, playing along with that one. And this was the very first December video. And it's also the 17th video. If we're going in actual order, it's like 300 and something. But I mean, like, if you're going from like number one first upload to then, like, later on, then this one is technically the 17th video uploaded. So that's a thing. So yes, 1 month has already passed of, well, not exactly a month, but like, November is done for, this part of the video. So there's about 4 minutes left. So I think we will end on One Man, 100 Accents. This is where Ethan really tries to put his accent skills to the test. And he tried his, bless his soul, he tried his best. I would be really bad at this, not gonna lie. So this was the second video uploaded in December. Yeah. I feel like I have so much more to say, but at the same time I really don't. which is crazy because Unus Annus is like such a big part, but at the same time, I'm like, I think it's because like I'm distracted with this fire not staying on. I think that's what's really distracting me. Is like I'm like, ugh. So, but yeah, like I said, I know this beginning part is gonna be really bad. But what I might do is like what I'll probably do is like, you know, just like single out my face kind of thing, and then like kind of brighten that up a bit, like, you know, not like a lot to like where it's like, oh my god, you know, but like brighten it up just enough to where, you know, you guys can see me kind of thing. So this is the last one I'm gonna do for tonight, and when I can record more, like I said, I'm gonna have my dad help me with this so that way I can keep the fire going at a good constant, you know, thing and not have to worry about like, oh, there's low lighting, you guys can't see me, what is happening? So I guess until next time, because we only got to, what was that one? I can't remember. Let me, if I look at this one, I can see what. Yeah, we only got to the 18th video in Unus Annus. I've still got a lot more to go because there's 365 videos that they uploaded. Although my math when I was doing this seemed a little off because I counted 366. Maybe it was that, maybe it wasn't. I don't know. But other than that, I really hope you guys do enjoy this goodbye to Unus Annus, because it's something that I really wanted to do once the channel ended. Like, this is something I knew I wanted to do, whether this video would do well or not. That I'm just gonna do this video. And like I said, at first I was like freaking out. I'm like, oh my gosh, you guys can't see it. What is happening? Like, oh, I'm doing so bad at this. But yeah, like I said, it was so quick. I didn't even have time to like actually test and see like, is this good? Is this not good? Is this bad? Like, oh my god, I'm freaking out. But yeah, like I said, in the next one, I should be able to have it better because I'll have more time to plan. Just because today I really didn't have a lot of time to like plan and get the setup and everything. I was like, so just kind of just like quickly like, here, I gotta do this. So yeah. But other than that, I will see you guys in the next, well, it'll basically be like a couple seconds for you guys, but when I get back to recording to finish off this goodbye to Unus Annus. And obviously I am wearing the Unus Annus two-tone jacket because yes, it is warm, and I'm wearing my black and white gloves. I don't know if you could get my black and white gloves. So yeah, I'm literally freezing. It is freezing out here. So yeah, and there's only a minute left. So I will see you guys when I can finish, well not finish, but like when I can come back to recording these videos. Alright, I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in about a couple seconds in editing. Alright, bye. For now at least. Goodbye for now. Well everyone, welcome back to the, yep, okay, sorry. I was just double checking something. So my dad helped me with this fire, so obviously it's a lot hotter and a lot brighter, so thank you, Father, so much for helping me. So we're gonna continue with the ceremonial Unus Annus saying goodbye video. Oh, please. Grabbed too many there by accident. Alright. Jesus, fire is kind of scaring me a bit. It's like, oh god. So, the next video is YouTubers. Let's see if I don't even know if this one can see it, but an AI predicts how we're going to die. So that's that one. So off it goes, off into the fire. So I think you could kind of see it better, a bit better now. I don't know for sure. Oh, jeez. So, that was just, this kind of like a normal video. I don't know if like I should like say something or not really, like just because I couldn't get this video started till later because I couldn't get this stupid fire going. So, but like I said, I might just throw up the thumbnail picture like in the corner, maybe somewhere over here. I don't know exactly yet. But this one is Mark turns Ethan into a mummy. Ooh. To prepare himself for the great beyond. Because obviously, you know, Unus Annus, the great beyond. That one, I liked that one. It was really funny. Jesus, stuff is just popping like crazy. The next one is the Chubby Gummy Challenge. Now, this one was kind of gross because they ate a lot of gum and it was just, like, kind of disgusting. I really hope you guys can see it in the fire. I really hope you can. Because if not, my bad. I'm really trying my best to do it as good as I can. Oh, God. Oh, God. Hopefully I don't burn my Unus Annus jacket. I'll be really sad if I do. Let's see here. I feel like you can't, but maybe like once I like in editing I can like kind of fix it a bit better. The next one is we buy a professional hypnotist video and react to it. Now, this one was they never worked. They literally just never worked. It just never worked. Like, they reacted to a couple of them. They were just, it was that one where, like, they just, like, she stared at him, I think. Oh, Jesus Christ. Like, she just stared at them a lot, kind of. I think if that's the video I'm thinking of. But if not, my bad. But yeah, like I said, even if, like, you really can't see it, I really hope you guys still enjoy this video, because it's just more of a ceremonial goodbye kind of to Unus Annus in a way. The next one is Mark and Ethan attempt an escape room. Now, this is the one with Uncle Jeb. they really made the people at the place like so like, what is happening? What is going on? It was so funny. Because the actress that played the girl, I can't remember her name right now, but she was like, it was really fun to like kind of riff off you guys and just like just, you know, got to like just do improvise, you know, a bunch of stuff. So she's like, that was really fun for me. And she's like, so I really thank you guys for the opportunity to do that. She's like, I had so much fun doing it. Oh, Ethan destroys Mark's van with a bat. Now this is when it was because they didn't reach a certain goal. I can't remember what goal that was, but they didn't reach a goal. So Ethan got to destroy the barrel with a bat, which was actually really sad to see. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, I may not have been like a part of Markiplier for a long time, but like I knew that he had a van and like, so I knew of the van and everything, but it was really sad to see because I was like, oh, I liked that van. Like I did. Like he had a bunch of cool videos with it. Now the next one is There's Still Hope. This one was I can't remember. It was like a certain goal, I think, or it was like, was it them trying to hit the 1 million, I think? I can't remember exactly. Oh, no. This is the one where they were, there was still time to see if you could win the Unus Annus, 1 million, play button, I think, if I'm not mistaken. So, that was actually really fun to watch and see, like, you know, like, there's still hope, like, you can still possibly win it. The next one is Ethan gives Mark a Viking funeral. This is the video where Mark goes down the steps in the Viking funeral casket thing and his feet just go out of the thing. It was so funny. Like you just, because you couldn't really see me because you could only see me like when this, yeah. So, like I said, this feels really like ceremonial and like perfect. This cat needs to stop scaring me right now. So I find it like really like, I find it like, I don't know, I really like that I did this idea. Because at first, like, remember, I was like, I don't know if I'm going to do it or not and everything, so. Oh, the great meat mistake. Now this is when they tried to make sausage. And I can't remember exactly whose was better or anything, but it was quite fun to watch them try to make sausages. It was just so funny, and I really enjoyed that video. It was so cool. I can't remember. I think Mark's was better if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong, because you know me, I could be very wrong. But I think that's who won after all. Oh, the next video is Acupuncture Is Not Painful. Now, before I watched this video, I always thought acupuncture was painful. But you know, after watching them do it, they're like, it's not painful, it just looks like it is, in a way. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it just looks like it's painful because, like, you know, there's like tiny little needles going in your face, but the people that are doing it know what they're doing, so they know how to do it like safely and everything. Floating in a real sensory deprivation tank. Now, this one was so funny because Ethan would not shut up, and because Mark is telling him just keep shutting up because he's like, you're supposed to be in a sensory deprivation tank, like shut up, like you're supposed to like be silent, and he just wouldn't shut up, and it was so funny. It's Ethan. So I really thoroughly enjoyed that one very much. Oh, Mark reviews the Impossible Burger, but there's a looming sense of impending doom. So this is where whenever Mark said a certain word while he was reviewing the Impossible Whopper, or the Impossible Burger, I guess, because, you know, laws and that, he got shot with a paintball by Ethan. So that was an adventure in and itself. And that's also where they got to the thing where Mark got to shoot Ethan with a paintball at any point during Unus Annus. That's where they also got that, well, not that idea, but like that video, or not that video, but like when he could do, like he could shoot Ethan with a paintball anytime throughout Unus Annus. The next video, we made nude paintings of each other, which was, Cat, don't you freaking dare jump in this pit. I will freaking whoop your butt. Don't you, I can already see you trying. No, bad kitty, stop it. So that was, because like they're like, it was basically like, you know, when you go to an art class and then they have those nude the nude models, and you have to draw them and everything. So that's what this one was. And it was really funny because it was the first of many naked videos, which is that weird? Is that a weird like sentence to say? I don't know. The next one is where you guys made such you made beautiful music for the barrel, but only one could win. Where they had that contest for whoever, like, because a bunch of you guys uploaded videos, you know, paying your respects to the barrel through music, and you guys are so talented. I loved watching those type of videos because those are just so cool. Like, those are such amazing videos, like, because people are so talented, and I love it. So any of you guys who did and made it into the video, you guys, I loved those videos so much. They were so cool. Like, you have no idea. It was so much fun to watch and see how creative you guys could be. We had to drink each other's pee. Yes, this one. Interesting video. They got those life straw thing. Oh, excuse me. They got those life straws and put each other's pee in a cup and then drank from it to see how much of it, like, would you taste in pee wise and how much would you taste of just regular, I don't know what to call it. Just what the other stuff that's made of pee, I don't know. This next one. Ethan explores Mark's haunted basement. I don't remember much from this one, but all I know is that I think Mark was like not trying, like, he wasn't being mean, but he was like kind of being a little mean and was like kind of like but like their haunted spooky stuff was always like my favorite stuff to watch from Unus Annus. I don't know, it was just like one of my favorite things to watch from theirs when they just, oh god. The next one is giving away their 1 million subscriber gold play button. I apologize, I do not remember the name of the girl that won it. I apologize. If I can research and look and see if I could try to find it somewhere, but I do apologize. I can't remember off the top of my head, because this was going to be like more in-depth video, but because I'm running out of time, it's mostly just like, you know, me talking a bit about it and then kind of just like burning the pictures. So, but like I said, it's going to be 2 camera situation. You know, I'm going to have one facing the fire, you know, so you guys can hopefully see it. If not, I do apologize, but the smoke, I'm dying. And, it was also literally like, so she was like, yeah, I watched the one where you guys drank pee And the mom is just like, what? And they're like, it makes a lot more, it's not as weird as it sounds. Kind of thing, and it was so funny. So, the next video after that one was Ethan's relaxing and totally normal nail salon. This is where Ethan gave Mark a manicure and a pedicure, if I'm not mistaken. So, the thumbnail's a little weird, but obviously what are you gonna expect from an Unus Annus video? So, really not much different. Taped and Afraid. This is where they got the only thing I can think of it right now, the plastic wrap or cling wrap, and Ethan covered Mark in it, and almost killed Mark a couple times because he didn't give him an air hole to breathe. And I was like, Ethan, what are you trying? Stop it! You're almost killing Mark. Stop it! I knew he knew what he was doing and everything, but it was a little terrifying to watch. I was like, what are you doing? Stop it! Stop it! Get some help. What was the most painful... No. Oh, what was the most painful thing you've ever endured? So this is basically kind of like, where, they're, like, telling each other, you know, hey, like, this is what the most painful thing I've ever endured, like, kind of like, you know, just explaining stuff like that. Which Mark has endured a lot of pain, and so has Ethan. But it was kind of crazy to see, like, both of their sides, their stories, you know, just, like, how it is both painful to them, but, like, you know, to each other, it was like, that didn't seem that painful, and, like, you know, it was different and cool and fun to watch. Donating toys to charity with Jacksepticeye. This one was such a funny video. Like, they're like, sorry, they couldn't show us, you know, them actually donating the toys and everything, but it was so fun to, like, just see them getting all the toys for, you know, it was mostly just, like, the process that it was, like, of, like, hey, let's get this, no, let's get this kind of thing. Like, they got a bug watch they got it for Amy, but didn't give it they forgot to take it out of the toys and forgot to give it to Amy. But that will pop up again later here in the very long future, but it will make its appearance. Don't you worry about that. So, the next one, harnessing our dogs, unlimited energy. Wait, harnessing our dogs, unlimited energy. Okay, yeah, it just didn't sound right to me for a second. This is the one where they harness their dogs and, like, kind of see if they could make them, like, dog sled team kind of dog things. Oh god, so much smoke is just coming at my face right now. Hold on. So like, and like they couldn't really get Chica and Spencer to really do what they wanted, but it was still really fun to watch and see them, like, try to be like dog sled team in a way. It was really fun. I really thoroughly enjoyed it. The next one is Santa's mukbang drinking 1 gallon of eggnog, which the Tower of Nog was basically invented. They drank so much eggnog. I was like, bro, you guys need to stop. Like, it was so bad. I felt so bad for them. I was like, geez, guys. I was like, that's a lot of eggnog. Are you sure you guys want to do this? Like, forcibly turning Mark into Santa Claus against his will. So this is where they got Chica and they brushed her and everything so they could get the white fur for Santa Claus's beard and everything, and then Ethan glued it on Mark's face. Just had Chica's hair all over him. So that was really funny to watch. Just being forcefully turned into Santa. It was so funny. Preserving themselves in wax. That one, was also with Jacksepticeye. It was where they had, you know, those if you go to, like, a salon, they have that wax thing that you put your hands in. This is basically what they did, but then they did it with their hands, and then, like, they painted it on their bodies, and especially Ethan's belly button. They shoved it in there. And, you know, Ethan, he's just being so giggly and just like, just Ethan being Ethan. What are you gonna do? It's freaking Ethan. And it was just so funny for them. It was just so funny to watch them just have so much fun with it. I really enjoyed it. The next one is beating inanimate objects to death. This is where they went to that one place where you can just beat like bottles and like old computers and old printers and just stuff like that to get out your frustrations. Like if you're having like just having a bad time kind of thing, and you just need to get your frustrations out in a safe environment, which I've always wanted to go to one of these places. I can't think of exactly what they're called, but I've always wanted to go to one of those places because I've got some energy that I would love to release. I want some stuff like that, but maybe when COVID's done and everything, me and my friend could go to one. I think it'd be really fun. Oh, this is the one where they did emotional pain versus physical pain, which is worse. Now, I think, if I'm not mistaken, Mark's was physical pain was worse for him, and Ethan's was more the emotional pain. If I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong. Like I said, it's been a month since Unus Annus died. So, and granted, this was like back in December, of 2019. So it's been a long time, so you can see why my mind is going a little foggy, not remembering exactly every single detail. But that's why I'm hoping you guys watching the video will be like, oh, you forgot to mention this, and be like, oh my gosh, yeah, like you watched Unus Annus too, that's so cool. Duct tape crucifixion. Amy, please don't watch this video. This is where Mark taped Ethan to the wall using duct tape. I don't remember that one very well for some reason. Why? I don't know. I just don't remember it very well. So, once that one starts going, yep. I'm gonna stop the camera, then get them re-going again. Because you know me, I don't have a camera that can just beep. So, I'm gonna let that do its thing, and then I'm gonna quickly stop and restart these cameras. I did not sync these cameras together. Good thing my voice can, okay, yeah. But yes, I'm gonna get these synced up again, and yes, I'll be right back. The next one is you blink, you lose. Now, this one was so crazy because they were staring at each other so long, their eyes were watering, and so they're like, bro, it felt like you were on drugs kind of thing. They're just stuff was being psychedelic, and I was because I've literally never stared that long to get to that phase before, so I was I wonder if it's real. So which is great, because I personally, I think I'm a pretty good person. I think I can stare for a really long time without blinking, but that could just be me being hey, I think I'm better than you kind of thing, but not really, but I don't know. But the next one is two grown men attempt the presidential fitness test. This is the first one where it was 3 mile mark, and this is kind of where stuff started kind of shifting in Unus Annus to know where each other's limits were, because this is the one where Mark punched a hole in the wall, which will eventually come up later in another video as well. But this is where kind of stuff kind of shifted, and they figured out, okay, so this is how far we could take a bit, this is how far we can't, they kind of learned each other's limits. This one. The Unus Annus took it says, we took the polar plunge. Basically, they just got in their suits and jumped in Mark's pool. Basically what happened. I don't remember how long the video was. But I actually have, I have a place where it shows me, I wrote down every Unus Annus video and how long the video was for this specific reason, for the ending of this video, to tell you how long it would take to watch every single Unus Annus video without a break, without a pee break, food break, with just sitting there and watching it start to end. And let me tell you what, it's quite long. Hiding our sins for Amy's holy peepers. This is the one where they were saying they had to clean up the mess and everything. Because Amy was coming back home from something, and they made a welcome home Amy thing out of tape, out of black duct tape. That was funny. The next one is where they eat bugs. So they got like a bunch of bug. I can't remember if they were. I think they were somewhere like kind of seasoned. By seasoned, I mean salted. Like some were salted and some weren't. I can't remember if they actually had like seasoned ones or not. But that's one thing I don't know if I'll ever do. Is I don't know if I could ever bring myself to eat bugs. I think it's like. I think it's just the mental thing of like I know what I'm eating, but like if I like just close my eyes and like don't think about it, just like close my eyes and chew, I think I could get through it. But it's just the mental block of like, okay, I gotta get through this because stop thinking about what you're doing. The next one is literally where if you weren't here for Unus Annus and you didn't see the DIY bungee jump, please do not try this at home. This is where the original hey now, don't try this at home. This is where Ethan came up with that song. Or not Ethan came up with, like he did, but like I think this is the one where Lixian, I can't remember for sure, but I think it was Lixian is the one that mixed the song together in the video. If I'm not mistaken, I do apologize. I know they were talking about who did, like, which editors did certain videos in the live stream, but I can't remember for sure if it was Lixian or somebody else. We have the best thumbnails on YouTube, and no one can tell us otherwise. Basically, this was a big middle finger to Matthias. And then Matthias answered back to Unus Annus, and it was so funny, because basically he told their thumbnail artist to basically make thumbnails that look like Unus Annus, and it was so funny to watch. Like, I literally sat there and was just, like, laughing so much, because, like, it's basically, like, just, like, saying, like, hey, yo, our thumbnails are better than anybody else. Who can make themselves, taller? This is the one where they, like, they went to, like, Home Depot or Lowe's or something like that, and they went and got stuff to see, who could make themselves taller. Ethan got, like, some piping. I can't remember exactly what Mark got, but it was pretty entertaining to watch. I really did enjoy it. And especially because, like, I think they almost died a couple times while trying to test out their new legs. Oh, and then the sensory deprivation, or the sensory overload tank. My bad. I put words into yeah. So this is the sensory overload tank. So it's basically a sensory deprivation tank, but instead of like being calm and nice and quiet, it's just like loud, just It was. I think there was like some heavy metal stuff in there. I could be wrong, but if I'm not mistaken, like there was just like it was just like really, really loud, and they might have gotten noise complaints. Not 100% sure on that. But oh, this is the one where so creating ourselves as a cursed mannequin. Now, if you know Markiplier, you know that he's got a fear of mannequins, so doing this video must have been a little just kind of for him. Like, I guess, I don't have a fear of mannequins, it's just some of them are really, really creepy, like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, they're just, like, really creepy. You're like, are you gonna move, or, like, So, yeah. So, I don't blame him for, like, being creeped out by that kind of stuff. So, I think I might add a little bit more fire to... The next one is, we took an IQ test. Now, as we all know, Ethan isn't very good at taking tests. And if you know me, I am terrible at taking tests as well. So, I could feel Ethan's pain during the making of this video. And, you know, Mark is just freaking smart. Mark is just Mark, and he's just like boom, 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 and I'm like... Gosh, Mark, why do you gotta do me like that? Oh my god, this is literally one of my favorite Unus Annus videos of all time. Ethan finally becomes a man because it was him and Mark are trying to make a doghouse for Chica. You know, and they land up eventually just making a bed because Ethan's just kind of being Ethan, just kind of like not taking it like too seriously, and he's just like la da 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 doing his thing. And this is also the video where Mark finally got his revenge and shot Ethan in the back with a paintball. And he's like, oh yeah, it wasn't that bad. He's like, see, quit being a big baby. But it was just, it was so funny. That was just like one of my favorite videos of all time. Like, that is like that's like the one video that I would watch all the time. Like, I would watch it randomly all the time. This one was also one of my favorite ones. Mark and Ethan go casket shopping because they actually bought that custom casket that you saw in the live stream if you were there. Now, granted, this was back in January when they posted this video. So it took them from January, well, obviously because COVID and all that, but at the same time, like, it took them so long to show us the casket. Well, actually, it showed up earlier in the one, it was like accepting the truth about Unus Annus or something like that. I can't remember exactly. But in that thumbnail and in the shot, it shows you the casket, the one they had gotten, like they uploaded the video and they ordered it and everything, I believe, and then they just never showed it because I was like, because they said that they were going to show it when they got it and everything, and then like just everything happened, you know, COVID wise and everything. Then life happened and everything, so they never showed us until closer to the end. Which honestly, like at the time, I was like really sad because I was like, I want to see the casket, and then, but actually seeing it like opened and inside and everything at the live stream was just so much better. Which I'm like, yo, you guys did it right. You did it right. We took a lie detector test to uncover our darkest sins. I can't remember exactly what happened in this one, but all I know is I can't really remember what happened in that one. Why can't I remember anything? Like, I can't remember that. I can't remember what happened in that video. Why can't I remember? That's so weird. Why can't I remember? That is so weird. I can't remember anything about that video. Then this one is learning to breathe underwater. This is basically where Ethan was kind of being like a little kid and Mark is being like the adult and like, you know, just sitting at the regular jacuzzi and like Ethan's like running around the jacuzzi and he's like run out on my tiptoes kind of thing. But granted, who hasn't done that in a jacuzzi, like in a round one? You know, he's just like sitting on my or running around on my tippy toes because I'm like, bro, I do that all the time if I get in the jacuzzi. I'm a child, I know. And then the next one, fixing Mark's hole with ramen, the one that he punched in the fitness test. But every time they add glue, they get 5% closer to God. So basically, this is the one where, like, if you watch, like, so imagine just watch, like, a regular watch of Unus Annus. This is basically like if you took drugs and watched Unus Annus. This is basically what it would be like, because that's how I felt like I was on drugs watching this, and I was completely, like, normal, and I was like, God, I just felt like I was on drugs and I was tripping out watching this. I was like, what is happening? So, Mark steals Ethan's face. The thumbnail is with Ethan covered in that green goop kind of thing. I don't remember much of this video either. I think it was just like they just plastered his face. I can't remember what happened in this video. Guys, I feel really bad that I don't remember what's happening in these videos. I should know, but I don't, and it's really weirding me out. Oh, this one, you breathe, you die. So basically, like, you blink, you die, but this is the one where you have to hold your breath and see who can hold their breath the longest before, like, you know, kind of thing. I think if I'm not mistaken, I think it was Mark, Ethan, Mark. So I think Mark eventually just won the whole thing, like, due to, like, you know, because it was, like, I don't think it was best out of 3, but, like, best out of so many. And I think eventually it was, like, Mark by 1 that he won. 2 absolute beginners experience the dancing glory that is salsa. This was also one of my favorite episodes of all time because, like, they were just having so much fun with the instructor, and, like, they were just, like, learning how to dance salsa, and this is one that Lixian also edited, because Lixian put himself in the video, and he's like, hey guys, I just want to dance too, and then Mark kicks, like, the air, and Lixian goes flying, and Ethan stomps on Lixian, and oh my god, dude, I freaking love Lixian. He's, like, one of my, like, heroes, because his editing style is so good. I just freaking love Lixian. It's, like, oh, yeah, it's so cool. Alright, this next one is the DIY, I can't remember how to say it, but it's the old person simulator one, where they got these, they bought stuff to, like, make yourself, like, joint restricted and stuff like that. So this is the one where Mark goes in the pool with his walker walking down the thing because he's weighted down, and it was because this is one of the videos that they watched during the live stream, and it was so funny to watch. Like, it was just one of the funniest things to watch. Like, it was just so funny. Like, just like the whole idea of it and everything. It was like I can't remember exactly how to say it. I'll put the word up on the screen because I can't figure out how to say it right now. I'm too stupid. How will we die? I don't remember this video. I don't remember what happens in it or what's really going on. Huh. I really don't know. I'm sorry. I just can't remember. We cryogenically freeze ourselves. So this is basically where they get into that thing and like just, and it's super cold and they can only be in there for a certain amount of time before it gets like too dangerous or something like that. I can't remember exactly. And this is also where I think we first meet Mark's personal trainer, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's like one of his first videos that we see him in. This is what being tased feels like. So this is the one where like Ethan was like freaking out. He's like, I don't want to be tased, Mark. He's like, somebody's gonna talk me into it and stuff like that. He's like, nobody's asking you to be tased. He's like, I just want to do it because he's like, I just want to know what it feels like. So so he gets tased by, oh god, those flames are really close to my face. So because it's Mark. He's not a misogynist, but he just wants to know what his body can handle. What happens when a YouTube channel dies? Now this one, I really don't remember what happens in this one other than I think they look at like dead channels. Like I'm guessing like Ray William Johnson and stuff like that. I think I could be completely wrong, so my bad if I am. Bad beans. This is the one where they've like tried to make coffee art, you know, the latte with the foamy stuff. This is where they try to do that, and it just doesn't end well. And Ethan is just like being a little bit weird at it too. He's just like, yeah, you're just such bad beans and stuff like that. And Mark is like, what the frick is wrong with you? They hired a real hypnotist to analyze our darkest dreams. This is the one with the lemon. So they had a debate. They kept debating. They're like, was there a real lemon in the place? And they're like, there was like, so, because Ethan's like, there was no lemon. And they're like, there was a lemon in the room. That's why they could smell lemons and everything like that. It was so freaking cool. Like, this is one of my favorite videos of all time too. We turned our bodies into art. So if you remember Unus Annus, this is where it came from. And Ethan was the invert flash. Invert flash, he's really slow. And then Mark was poison ivy. So poison ivy, sister city of Cincinnati. Like I can't remember exactly what he was saying, but like it was something along those lines. And oh my god, it was seriously one of the funniest things. Like, oh my goodness. It's one of my favorite. Like those songs were my favorite. Like poison, because he's like poison ivy. That's like one of my favorite songs that I love of all time. This is the one where I forgot to add this one to the list to get them printed. Is Mark and Nathan learn about the human body. So it's basically like going back to the class where you learn about the human body. What class is that? I can't remember exactly. But that one. So I don't know if you can see, but like this one, I don't know if you guys can see it there, but this one I had to print out and just tape onto the back of like one of the front things that shows you like, oh, this is the ones that are on this one, you know, kind of thing. But let's just say Ethan didn't do very well at this one, because I would not do well at it either, because I know nothing about the human body. I'm so bad at like geography and stuff like that, so I'm not, yeah. Guys, I know it's a joke. I literally said it on purpose like that, because Mark punishes Ethan. This is the one where Mark is like just beating the crap out of Ethan because he keeps being late to videos, or he keeps uploading videos late and stuff like that, and oh my god, it was so funny. He's like, Mark, I promise I won't do it again. He's just like beating the crap and just like it's a really short video. It's like a 2-3 minute video, but it's still one of the funniest videos I think they have on there in their arsenal. Well, I guess not in their arsenal, but like in, I guess, the history, I guess. I don't know what to call it because it's dead, so you can't see these videos anymore. Strange and legal things you can do with your body after death. Yes, they were looking, you could turn your body into fireworks. There was other cool stuff, but I can't remember exactly what it was. But you could do a bunch of like weird and cool stuff with your ashes, basically. It was mostly ashes. You could also like donate your body to like science and stuff like that. Which, no offense, I don't like doctors in general, so I don't think I'd ever want a scientist ever touching my dead body. Like, that's just do-it-yourself cheese. This is the one where Mark used spoiled milk that was already spoiled and left out all that night, the night before, left out that night, to then use it to make cheese. Oh my goodness. This was so, he's like, Mom says it's my turn to play with the cheese. That's like one of my favorite lines from that episode. It's so funny. Hacking the very fabric of the universe. I don't really remember much about this one. I really don't remember what that one's about. I'm sorry. Like I said, I'm not very good at this. Remembering certain videos. Oh, looking at long lost memes. This is the one where they look at the baby dancing one. You know, that really old meme. If you've been around for a while, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Like, they just look at a lot of, like, old memes. Like, a lot of old memes. Discovering the secret to eternal life. I can't really remember I can't remember that video very well. Huh, that's weird. I can't really remember that one either. So the next one, turning Mark into an e-boy. Now, he had a really, he got really mad at Dollar Shave Club for this because he did a whole... the whole reason he shaved is so he could do this brand deal with Dollar Shave Club, and they just never got back to him about it, and he got so pissed about it, which, honestly, if I, like, did something drastic like that, too, I would be pissed, too. I'm not gonna, like, I would be pissed to be like, I did all of this for you guys, for, you know, a video and everything, and, so, yeah. The next one, Ethan redefines male beauty. I can't really remember much about that one either. Why can't I feel like I'm, like, really bad at this and not remembering a lot of stuff, which I don't know why, but, who knows? Professional fire cupping, going even further beyond. This is where they actually went to a place to have professionals actually do the cupping stuff, because Mark and Ethan attempted to do it themselves. It didn't really work out that well. Ethan was really hurting Mark when he did it. He's like, get it off of me. He's like, I don't want to. Started freaking out. Something I would do, not gonna lie. So, oh, an extremely sour, not at all sour meal. So this is where they got really sour stuff and got that, I can't remember, it's like this powdery stuff that's like makes it not sour, and like they just started, so they would eat some of that and then eat the sour stuff. So it was actually really quite interesting to see like how they can like make, you know, sour stuff not like, I mean, it was still sour, but like not as sour, which was crazy to me. I'm like, what? That's crazy, bro. Oh, and then the next one is literally eating fire. So this is where they went to a professional fire eater and like learned how to, you know, eat fire, which you basically don't eat fire. So like when it gets really close to your mouth, you just like kind of like you kind of just like breathe out and put out the flame, and like just, yeah. I mean, it kind of, like, if you didn't know that, my bad. Like, I feel like it takes away the magic, but at the same time, like, even like when you know stuff and you're like you just like kind of like just forget about it because it just like looks so realistic. You're just like, what? Unregulated axe throwing is the only video on Unus Annus that ever got age restricted. The only video on Unus Annus to ever get age restricted. Like, why did it get age restricted? I never knew why. Like, I mean, I could see why, but at the same time, guys, come on, YouTube, why did it get Adria started? Come on now. No, they did the Italian, hey now, don't try this at home disclaimer song, I think, or something like that. Literally laying on literal broken glass. So it was that same person that showed them how to eat fire, also did them the laying on glass thing and walking across, you know, a thing of glass. Hold on, Smokey. Smoking the bear, hold on. Oh, were they making an indoor tornado to flex on Mother Nature? So this is the one where basically, like, you know, they get the, what do you call it? I can't think of it. Nitroglycerin? No. Liquid nitro, no, dry ice, and, you know, stuff to make it look like smoke. Whatever that stuff is, to make it look like smoke. And then put fans around it to make it look like a tornado, like an indoor tornado. Blech. If I could English, that would be great. Nutball, the most dangerous game. Like, I'd never heard of Nutball before watching this video. Okay, question. Do you guys really just sit there and do that for fun? Like, not for fun, but, like, do you guys just really sit there and do that sometimes? Like, I don't understand, guys, sometimes. I don't understand why you do stuff you do sometimes. The next one, becoming the master of mime. This one was one of my favorite videos as well, because the person who was teaching them how to be a mime was such an amazing, I don't know, they were so good at what they did, just being a mime and just making it look like there's nothing there, but making you believe that, you know, you're blowing up this balloon, you know, it's taking you away and it's letting it go, and just, it was beautiful. It was beautiful. Oh, and then Mark and Ethan's adaptation of it was beautiful as well. Oh, it was masterpiece. It was just masterful. Discussing the idea of murdering each other just as a joke and definitely not serious. Haha. So this is basically where they're just like they're just talking about, like, you know, if I was to murder you, I might do this. But, I mean, I'm just totally messing with you, obviously. Like, I'm not gonna do that kind of thing. These videos are kind of weird, not gonna lie. The next one, Are We Already Dead? I feel like this might be an internet video one that they did, but I can't remember exactly what it is. The next one, Our Perfect and Last Valentine's Day. Oh, I feel like I remember some of this one, but not a lot of it. Like, all I know is, like, they did, like cutesy stuff, I think? I can't remember exactly what they did, but that's all I got, guys. The Drunk College Party Simulator, since, you know, Ethan didn't go to college, Mark did, you know, so they both, like, kind of, and Mark can't drink, or, I thought, so, and, you know, Mark can't drink now because, you know, he just can't, and Ethan never really went to college, so he got to, like, kind of live out his college party years, dude, in, like, a day, in a couple, in this, like, honestly, it was, like, a 15-minute video, I'm just guessing, either that or 10-minute video. This one is 10 strange Amazon products Ethan bought Mark, because he doesn't know how to spend money responsibly. That one was a funny one, too, to watch. Because that video is the one where Ethan bought him the dad saddle, which will eventually come up later in Unus Annus, which honestly I never thought would make its debut ever, because I really wanted him to put, it was like called like the daddle or something like that, like a dad saddle, or it was something like that, but it was so funny to watch. Chickens teach us about life and death. Pepper and sugar and a sugar and pepper and a sugar. No, pepper and sugar and a sugar and pepper and a pepper and sugar. This is where they met the chickens and they held the chickens for the first time. It was so cool, and Ethan was confused about how chickens produce eggs. He thought that there had to be so chickens just lay eggs naturally. And then if they want, like, you know, if you want to have baby chicks, then that's when you get the rooster to, you know, fertilize the egg. 3 boys attempt the King's Royal Fitness. Now this one is also where Mark's trainer came into play for this video. It was I don't know how they did these videos, because I could never do this. videos, like, I would be dead. I would literally be dead. Oh, this one, being attacked by a fully trained bodyguard dog. This was a funny video to watch. Oh my god, because I remember it really well because it was on the live stream. It was one of the videos that they watched, you know, so like, you know, they got to see how professionally trained, you know, bodyguard dog can just, like, you know, he was protecting one person and then, like, he can just change to another person, like, because they're trained that way to be like, okay, so you're serving this master right now. No, you're serving this one now. So they just know how to change, like, so, like, instantly, and it's crazy. Oh, learning the ancient art of Chinese archery. This is the one where they did archery, and, like, the instructor kept getting mad at, like, Mark and Ethan because, like, they kept trying to make it to, like, a competition kind of thing. And she's like, no, it's not a competition. The ultimate trolley problem. This is one that will always be brought up during Unus Annus because it's like, the trolley is heading towards, like, a group of, like, three to five people or something like that. But if you pull the lever, it'll hit just, like, one person. Like, it's, like, very, like, oh my gosh, like, what? Like, ah! It's a very, like, it's one of those, like, different situations, like, you know, like, one of those difficult situations, like, where you, like, just, like really just thinking, like, on the fly of, like, do I risk, like, just one person's life or a bunch of people's lives kind of thing. Like, it's just crazy. Goat yoga was literally one of my favorite videos because one of the goats' names, of course, was Felix, which I was like, oh my god, it's so perfect. Like, Felix, and I can't remember the other goat's name, but it was so funny because I've never, like, really watched, like, so this is, like, one of the very first, like, goat yoga videos I ever watched. The second one is by Charlie. If you've been on my channel, you know who Charlie is. Charlie Roxburgh. Edible slime was a mistake. Edible slime, why is that even a thing? I don't know why. I will never understand why edible slime is a thing. I just never will. I just don't know why it's a thing. Oh gosh. Let's see. Will this make it better? I don't know if that will make that better or worse. Does this make this better or worse? It's like 1 or 2. You go to an eye doctor. Oh, okay, let's see the next one. Granting access into heaven's sweet gates. I've looked at this thumbnail so many times and still have no idea what that video is about. I can't tell you. I literally cannot tell you. Like, I've sat here and wondered, like, what is this video? I cannot remember that video to save my life. Long hair, do we dare? Oh my god, this is one of my favorite videos because they both got, like, they got wigs and just, like, were like, they both got, like, extensions to get themselves longer hair, and oh my god, it was so funny and perfect. I loved it so much. Because, like, Ethan's was, like, all, like, girly and, like, la da da da, and then when Mark's came out, it was, like, metal and, like, it was great. Oh my god, I loved it. We wrote a hit pop song in 30 minutes. This is the one where they wrote about mac and cheese. Oh my god, that's literally all I remember about it. It's like mac and cheese. That's all I've got. Like, that's all I remember from that. That's all I've got for you. Is the mac and cheese bits. I don't remember anything else about it. Oh, Mark and Ethan go on a drum date. Oh my god, I loved this video. They were just, I love this video because Mark was, like, trying to take it seriously and Ethan is just like, he's just, like, playing the drum. He's just having so much fun. He was just there to have fun and just play some drums. Like, that's all he wanted to do. Blowing our souls into some hot glass. This is the one where they did the glass blowing class. And, so, it was basically where they, like, just reversed roles. So, like, Mark was pretending to be Ethan, and Ethan was pretending to be Mark. And it was just a weird Unus Annus video. Like, I can't tell you exactly, like, it was kind of funny, but, like, it was just getting weird at the end. Like, they're like, can we stop this bit now? Like, don't get me wrong, like, I still enjoyed it, but, like, I was just like, okay, guys. Like, think we get it. Top 10 worst things your friend could possibly spend their money on. I think this was like kind of like another like an Amazon video in a way, like where they I think Mark and Ethan just bought like random stuff off of Amazon. I think I can't remember exactly. Extreme Nutball Taylor Edition. This was actually clickbait. They didn't actually. This is the one they actually didn't do. Oh wait, that other video. I think it was the one where they had the Zord ball. Nope, I lied. It's not that one. That's not. Did I already pass? I can't remember if that's the one. Have they already done that video yet? I can't remember for sure. Oh yeah, this one. This one was one of my favorite videos too. Real ghost hunting at an abandoned zoo, because this is one of my favorites, because this is where Mark he's like, my dad's name. I can't remember. He's like, that was my dad's name, and he also said that he was also signing autographs for ghosts. So funny to me. I was like, oh my god. He's like, I'm the only YouTuber to sign autographs for ghosts. We bought a camera that can look inside us. Oh, this is one of those like small camera things that like you could look like inside like your like throat or your ear or something like that. Those are really, I don't like those cameras. Those are really creepy. They creep me out just a bit. I'm like, I don't like it. Becoming the world's greatest DJs. Oh, this is where they went to that guy to take DJ lessons, and during the live stream he actually sent them a cake, which was so cool and nice of him. I was like, oh, that's so cute. You know, and of course they had to make it a competition, and like, I think Ethan actually won in that one, if I'm not mistaken. I think he was actually a little, like, not like a lot better, but like a little bit better than Mark's. Yeah, it was so fun. Who can teach their dog a trick the fastest? That one was so much fun to watch, because I think it was Spencer that won that one. You know, Spencer won. He learned how to the bang and the, you know, falling over kind of thing. And then Chico, she was just trying her best. Chico was just being so cute as usual. Oh, middle school science experiments that teach us about life and death. This is the one where they did the owl pellets. If you ever remember doing owl pellets in school, those were actually like so cool to see, and like, you know, because it's just like they just swallow stuff whole. And then the pellets just like, they just cough out all the bones and stuff. It's just, owl pellets are weird, bro. They're just so weird. DIY chiropractor. Chiropractor. I can't remember for sure what that one, if Markiplier's mom was in that one or not. I think she was, but I'm not 100% sure. Like, I think they called her eventually. I can't remember if that's the one with the sexy legs. I can't remember if that's the one or not. Mark and Ethan get into a fight. This is the one where they actually learned how to professionally, you know, do fight scenes, which was, the end product was amazing. I was like, what? That is so cool, guys. Like, what? Oh, that's so cool. The Barrel official music video. Oh my god, I love that song. Oh, the Barrel. Loving you since that day, the Barrel. Hugging that old asphalt, yeah, the Barrel. Oh my god, that was like literally one of my favorite songs. Oh my god, I had it on like my playlist. Oh, I love it so much. We got pepper sprayed. Oh my gosh, this was insane to watch. Like, cause they're just like, it just burnt, like it's just a burning sensation that just does not go away. And it's even like after it's like all cleaned off your face and everything, even literally it could last to like either 30 minutes or like up to a couple hours after. We gave each other tattoos while blindfolded. Oh my god, I loved that video too. They were just like having so much fun. Just like, it's basically like that henna stuff in a way, or like you know, like, or I think it was like, or just like stamps kind of thing. I could be wrong. I don't know for sure. What does astrology say about our friendship? This is like kind of like, I think it was like a quiz thing online. I can't remember exactly what it was, but it was something like that. I think they said that their relationship, like their friendship was like really good or something. I can't remember exactly. But the next one is Mark and Ethan get a full body scan to see what secrets lay hidden within and learn about body fat. I literally do not remember a thing about that. Oh, Mark needs to rub Ethan, and only his mom can help him. anytime Mommy Plier was in a video, I knew it was gonna bang, bro. She is so freaking funny, and I love her. This might have been the one. No, that wasn't the one with the sexy legs. I can't remember where she said that, but it was so freaking funny. Two idiots get crushed by an 18-foot giant snake. This is where they go to. It's someplace in like Los Angeles. It's the reptile place or something like that. The other reason I remember is because on Storage Wars, Jared and Brandy go to the same place that Mark and Ethan did to check out some like alligator egg hatching thing. So that was really cool. Oh, well, I guess time's up for that one. So let me restart these cameras real quick. I'll be right back. Beer sauna, turning a portable sauna into a portable hell. This was... Okay, so if you saw this video, you knew exactly what was going to happen later on after quarantine. That's basically where the birth of pea sauna idea came from, was that video right there, beer sauna. Because I think Mark did... what did he... Because I know he didn't do beer. He did something else, but I can't remember. The next one is Mark and Ethan hunt the world's most wanted criminal. That video was a little interesting. Because they're like... I really hope that like the FBI is not watching right now or something like that. I was like, they probably are, not gonna lie. Unus Annus carves the roast beef Martha Mayhew. Oh my god, because they went to this Airbnb where this guy, like, if like there's a special, like, not movie, but like if there's like a special dish that you want to learn how to cook, like, you know, like movie based, he will teach you how to do it. And he's like, what are you guys talking about? They're like, from the Grinch, Martha Mayhew. He's like, I haven't seen that movie. And I was like, oh, no. But it was so, that was like what, just the whole time, Martha Mayhew. 5 weird apps that predict our death. This is the one, it was just like an app-based video. Not really much to say, because, you know, obviously they weren't like great apps. They're just like, oh yeah, none of them were correct, obviously. Because none of them guessed the date of Unus Annus' death. So obviously, they were all wrong. They tried labor pain simulator. And this is, oh god, my cat scared the crap out of me. Oh my god. Like, no joke. Like, imagine just like me right now, looking down and just seeing a pair of glowing eyes. Dear god. They called Mark's mom, and she's like, yeah, she's like, I went through so much pain, and she's like, you know, I had just moved, you know, here, and like, didn't know much English, so she didn't get to do the, what do you call it, where you get at least a little numbing sensation. I can't remember what the hell that's called, but yeah. The next video, recreating the miracle of childbirth. This thumbnail for that video gives me nightmares. Why I hate this thumbnail. I'm a huge fan of Unus Annus, but there's some things that I do not like. And obviously there's a trend going on. Mark and Ethan are new fathers. Basically, Mark had a troublesome child who would not shut up and kept crying all night. Basically, Ethan killed his child. Dislocated his arm at one point. So this is one of the last videos before, I think, quarantine started. I don't know if you could see my cat right here. I don't know if you can see my cat on camera, but this is my little kitty. You're adorable, aren't you? You're adorable. So we forced James Charles to run a military obstacle course. Now this is where Ethan really got to shine and like do his like, you know, gymnastic-y stuff. Sorry, my pants are where like, you know, he got to do like that kind of stuff. And they were just having so much fun doing that. Oh, kitty, out of my box, leave my box. Okay. Where they like, and Mark is like, he was really helping out James, because he's like, don't break a nail. He's like, I will pay for a new manicure for you. He's like, and James is like, bro, I got this. We're good. And then the next one is desperately trying not to touch our faces, because this video was now the beginning of quarantine. So, you know, they were just like desperately really trying not to touch their faces. So Reddit 50/50 2-player edition, which I hate Reddit 50/50 videos. Bless you. I literally hate Reddit 50/50. That is like one video that I literally refuse to do in my life. Going on an internet scavenger hunt. Basically, and then this is where obviously we get to see Ethan recreate his flip for Mark at the panel. I can't remember which panel it was, but having an adventure in VR chat because we can't go outside. So this is the one where it's like that climbing game one, you know, where you climb, and they were just like having so much fun on VR chat and everything. The next one is Amazon shopping for the apocalypse. Now this was actually quite interesting because I think this is where Mark got his tactical shovel. If I'm not mistaken, I believe that's whom would eat whom first in the zombie apocalypse. So this is basically them at like seeing like, okay, so who would we eat first? Like who would, like, would Mark eat Ethan first or would Ethan eat Mark first kind of thing? Thank you. You can chill right there. You're fine. So now this one is the ultimate YouTuber boxing showdown. This is one of the funniest videos I think they did during quarantine. It was so funny. I loved that video so much. Okay, where in the world is Unus Annus? I think this is like when they started doing like that GeoGuessr kind of theme going. I can't remember exactly. Mark builds a pillow fort for the very first time. This was a fun video to watch Mark do because he'd like never really done a pillow fort before. Which, if you've never done a pillow fort, oh my gosh, this is like literally one of the funnest things to do. Like, I understand if like you, like, you know, if you couldn't, I understand, but if you're an adult and you live at home, build yourself a pillow fort, bro. Seriously. It is so much freaking fun. Oh, Mark's weird talent leaves Ethan absolutely speechless. This was during March's Honest because, you know, it was the beginning of quarantine. So they're like, you know, for a whole month, they're like, Mark's gonna learn how to juggle. I don't think Ethan followed through with what he was gonna do, so I can't remember exactly what his was. The next one is WikiFeet, A Tale of Two Tootsies. This is basically where they went onto WikiFeet and kind of saw like, okay, who's got decent feet, I guess. I can't remember exactly. It was something along those lines. Just kind of see. Oh my god, this is also, okay, during quarantine, this was also one of my favorite videos they did. They made every YouTuber battle in the Hunger Games. It's basically a website where, like, you know, you do the Hunger Games, you put names to faces and everything like that, and then, you know, for which, oh god, for which district you're fighting for and everything. And Mark won the whole thing. Spoiler. Mark won the whole thing, but Unus, on the first day, blew up like 3 people. I was like, what? 3 or 4 people, I can't remember, but I was like, oh my, Unus just went out for blood. I was like, oh my god. But it was so I loved that video so much. So, and then we Google each other to find our darkest forgotten sins. So that one's also, yeah, that video is also really, that one was, I mean, they basically just went online to see if they could find any dirt on each other. They really couldn't, so. Oh, they played Mad Libs and ran it through Google Translate. Oh my god, this was one of the funniest videos as well. Because it just came up with the stupidest stuff. It was so funny though, like, it was just so funny. Oh, Mark and Ethan desperately tried to name a single state in the USA. So this is where they basically did like a geography kind of test for the USA. They didn't. Okay, I was like, you know, they were like, oh god, I'm trying to remember. They did not know Denver, Colorado. That is one of the easiest things, and they could never. Ethan could never find Colorado, and neither could Mark. And I was like, guys, Colorado is like one of the easiest places to find. It's literally the only square. Like, it is literally, like, come on, guys. But obviously, because I live here, I know. So it's like, oh, but I was like so sad. I was like, how do you not know where Colorado is? And Denver, Colorado is like one of the easier ones. Come on. So, speed reading 1,000+ words per minute to gain a complete understanding of all human knowledge. This is the one where they were trying to show you how to read, like how to speed read in a way. And oh my god, so I did so badly at that. Like, because I was trying to play along with them. I could not do it to save my life. Like, I was so bad at it. Like, I couldn't do it. The next one is, what is the least viewed video on YouTube? So there's, I think it's like a website that you can go to see, like, the least viewed video on YouTube, which is kind of crazy when you think about it, because there's so much, like, content out there that you're like, oh, like, you know, people will eventually see these videos, but, like, there's just some that just don't have views, and it's crazy, and I'm like, what? Like, so it's just crazy. It's a big world out there for the internet. So, we found websites that, the world forgot about. I think these are, like, long lost. Oh, this is the one where, if you remember the live stream, it was that one website that had the, like, or something, like, it was like something about Jesus, and like, I can't remember, but it was a really weird website. It was just the scariest true stories on the internet. Now it is basically like creepypasta, but like actually creepy. So yeah. How to not be the perfect boyfriend. Now this one, I don't really remember exactly what happened in this one, but it was something about being a really bad boyfriend, I think, or something. It was, I can't remember exactly what was happening in that video. I don't know. But, like, some of these are self-explanatory. It's like, okay, yeah, being a really bad boyfriend. But, like, I can't remember the context to it. Like, there's certain context to it. Mark and Ethan find the lost city of El Dorado. Now, this is also one of the ones where they were kind of showing, just Google Mapsing kind of stuff, or just, like, you know, like, kind of looking to see if they could find, like, an idea of where it would be kind of thing. And then, yeah, Mark and Ethan bet everything on a Wikipedia race. I really don't remember much about that video, so yeah, that's all I got. The creepiest video on YouTube. Oh my god, this is where they found those really creepy videos, like, kind of like homemade creepy videos, and oh my god, like, I was like, god, why am I watching this? This is creepy. I hate this. Oh, this is this one right here. Help us break a YouTube world record. Norbert Moses. If you remember that they had this video out for like a day, I think is all they had it out for. And it did not, like, cause I think they were gonna, like, try to see who could, like, the fastest to get, like, to 1 million subscribers or something. It was something along those lines. I can't remember exactly. 2 men, 200 accents. So this is basically them just, like, trying to do as many accents as they possibly could. That's all it really was. Not really much to it, but it was really entertaining to try to hear them, you know, try to do accents, because we know from Ethan's other 1 man 100 accents video. So, the Illuminati, do they really exist? Now, this is where they kind of went down a rabbit hole of, like, trying to see, is the Illuminati real? Like, you know, that kind of thing on the internet. It reminded me of, like, what was it, like 4 years ago, where, like, everybody was Illuminati confirmed. Like, Illuminati confirmed, Illuminati confirmed. Like, literally everything was Illuminati confirmed. With that stupid text-to-speech voice and everything. Oh, God. Using Google Maps to find the lost city of Atlantis. So, you know, they went looking for El Dorado first, and then they went looking for Atlantis. Reading your scariest true stories. Now, this is the one where on the creepy video, they asked you guys to send in your creepiest true stories in either, like, in the comments below or something like that, like within a couple sentences or something like that, and they read them out, and some of them were actually really, really creepy, and some of them were like, not really, not that scary. And then Mark and Ethan take a personality test. I really can't remember much about that one, what happened in it or anything. Oh, this battery on the camera is about to die, so I'm gonna stop. And then, well, I'm actually going to let this try to run real quick. Try to get the burn of it real quick. And then stop the cameras and restart them, because I've got the battery right here. Yes, I've got the battery right here. So let me do that, and I'll change out the batteries, and I'll be right back. So the next one, will AI soon take over humanity as we know it? Now, if you watched me react to the Sidemen, stuff that will happen, like, within the next 50 years or something like that, you'll know that I'm like, I kind of, like, I semi-believe, like, kind of yes and no, like, it just depends. Running No, running internet drama through Google Translate. This, like, once they did that, running the Mad Libs through Google Translate, they were having so much fun with it. They did other stuff with it, and honestly, it was hella funny. Like, it was so friggin' funny. The secret Unus Annus, no touchy handshake. Was there really a handshake to this video? Like, I feel like they never really did an actual handshake in this video. I really feel like they never did it. Unless I'm just being completely stupid. I don't remember it ever happening. And then 2 male men judge female women on their beauty. This one, it was just more like, kind of like a joke video, like, not meaning it obviously, like, because they're respectable men. This one, bored, press this button. I literally do not remember a single thing about this video. Oh, this one, don't go to the ocean ever. So, basically, they were just, like, looking up a bunch of, like, ocean facts, I think, or something like that, and, like, Mark is like, why would you ever want to go to the ocean? Like, this is terrifying. Like, don't do it. Like, this is dumb. Alright, okay, this one. We explore the most mysterious mysteries of our wildly mysterious mystery man of mysteries. This is basically them looking at the moon facts or something like that. Like, just something about the moon. That's all I remember about that video. I may not even been about the moon. I don't even remember exactly, but like the thumbnail suggested it was something about the moon. Oh my god. This is also one of my favorite ones. We looked at Unus Annus memes. This was one of my favorite things because they looked at their Reddit to get the memes. And oh my god, people were just having so much fun on the Reddit. And the Reddit was amazing. I missed the Reddit so much. It was so much fun to like just watch and just so much fun. Oh, is Mark a misogynist? This is basically where he took the misogynist test to see if he really was one or not. I think it turned out that he wasn't, from the test if I'm not mistaken, that he really wasn't. But obviously we're just still gonna think that he's a misogynist. What the hell is the pink trombone? This is that one weird website where like you could like it like shows how the human mouth uses to make words or something like that, and it was just a really weird video. Like, it's just really weird, but it was so funny to watch because they could only get like, I can't remember, they could only get like one word out of it. Like, it was just like one word and that was it. And they're like, because they wanted to try to get more, but they couldn't. Professional fetish scientists rank the best to worst fetishes of 2020. I think this is at the point where they were kind of struggling a bit for ideas, but it was still like an idea a decent idea. Not like the greatest idea ever, but it was a decent idea. This is one of my favorite videos because Mark and Ethan desperately attempt to feel something. So this is when they're like, our hearts can't go under this amount because they're doing it like the movie Speed, you know, like if you go under this certain amount of heart beats per second of your heart rate, you're gonna die. And this is the one where the corgi got thrown into the snow and Ethan like let out the most realist scream Mark had ever heard. Like, genuine, like, terrified for that poor corgi. An AI generates our worst nightmares. I don't remember much about that video. I'm really not gonna lie. I have no idea what that video is even about. Alright, this next one are reptilian humans living amongst us. So, you know, you've heard the theory about reptilian people. They kind of... Ethan was suggesting that Mark was a reptilian person, and he was, like, trying to prove him wrong, and, like, in the end, he kind of eventually was one. It was a weird kind of video. Like it or not, this is what the new human looks like. This is where a computer will generate what a human looks like, kind of thing. It is a weird website kind of thing. It's because like a lot of them like wouldn't even look like real humans. Like, it was just weird. Like, oh, it was just, I don't know how to explain it, but it was just weird. Eating onions for 24 hours. How many onions does it take to kill a man? Now, this concept will come back later, which is one of the videos that both Mark and Ethan literally hate. Like they literally hate this video. They don't have a lot of videos like that, but there's this video, like, they legit hated. But Basically, Mark ate onions. Mark and Ethan ate onions for 24 hours, except Ethan kind of cheated and kind of didn't. He kind of like stopped at one point or something like that. I can't remember. Oh, and then they did Unus Annus ASMR. Dear God, that was an event. Let me tell you what. If you didn't know, it's December here, so it's literally freezing. I don't know if you can see on the camera, but I can see my breath. So, Mark, we attempt to create thick water. This is also an idea that will come back later to haunt Mark's dreams. Or haunt his life, I should say. Oh, this is where they, I think they went into Photoshop and created their own tombstone to prepare for their inevitable demise. So, they're like thinking of like, okay, so what do we want to have on our gravestone when, Unus Annus dies kind of thing. And I think they did it in Photoshop, if I'm not mistaken. I think they did. How tall can a human get? An impartial review by 2 average height men. I think they were just seeing like how tall the tallest human was and stuff like that. Mark teaches Ethan Korean. This was a fun video. He was just trying to teach Ethan some Korean. Okay, so we're ending on the 182nd episode of Unus Annus, which Bigfoot is real. And it ate my friend. It was just a weird video. They were just like looking up at like Bigfoot stuff. Like, is it real? Is it not? No, it's not. The end of Unus Annus is almost here. So I think this is when it was halfway to Unus Annus almost being, to almost start. Like the 6-month mark. Gee, I can't English. We explore the Unus Annus subreddit for your delicious memes. When they did Reddit videos, I just loved those days. Like, they were just so much fun. I loved those days. Because you know me, I love Reddit. I do. I just love Reddit so much. Oh, and then they're seeing how big can a nuke get. Which, if you didn't know, a nuke can get huge. I didn't know that they could get that big. Like I know nukes were huge, but like just actually like putting it into perspective was just crazy. I was like, what? How much caffeine does it take to kill a man? This is one of Mark and Ethan's most hated videos that they did. They did not like this video, which the reason because they kept like this website that they used like to see how much caffeine it would take to kill a person, it just kept giving them, like, real answers, like, take this much to kill a person, and whatever. They're like, God, because during the live stream, they were going to delete that video early as well. Drinking real thick water, how bad does it taste? So, in this one, this is where Mark decides to use, Del Monte's, corn to make the thick water thicker. Which, if you've now seen the video where Mark just yells at Del Monte for freaking like 30 minutes, it is one of the funniest videos. Oh my god. They played strip poker. This is where Mark and Ethan play strip poker over, over online. Well, not online, but like over a call because, they're still in quarantine and they can't see each other. And this is where you will see Mark basically get completely naked and run out to his pool, and this is where you'll get, Caveman Mark. That's where the birth of Caveman Mark meme came from. Harnessing our yodeling power to end the world as we know it. So basically this is them just like learning how to yodel. Mark cooks blindfolded while Ethan guides him through FaceTime. This was so funny and terrifying to watch because I was literally terrified Mark was going to cut, like, his finger off or something. I was like, Mark, you are literally blindfolded. Please. And then at one point, Mark lost Ethan over the call. And I was like, oh my god. And then the next one is, we play the newlywed game while consuming that which will kill the other. So, Ethan's basically just drinking. Mark is eating peanut butter, because if you didn't know, Ethan has a peanut allergy, so he can't eat peanuts. And, so he was eating peanut butter and basically dying. DIY boobs. So this is basically where they're, making their own boobs, and, Ethan being Ethan, pre-makes the boob not meaning to. and kind of, well, not ruins the video, but like kind of like messes with the dynamic of the video, but it was still really funny to watch. Oh, we have the best bellies on YouTube. This was so fun, because I think this is the one where they're like learning how to belly dance. The Unus Annus confessional booth. So this is where you guys sent in stuff to Unus Annus for you guys to read, for Mark and Ethan to read your confessions to them. Like, confessional booth, like, for people that are Catholic? Or, yeah, for Catholic people, I believe. If I'm not mistaken. The do not open until 2028. This is the one where they did the time capsule, which is one of my favorite ones because they put in some really cool, funny stuff, you know, that is just like, oh man, I love that, you know, that's so cool. The next one is only Unuses may watch this. So this is basically where they just posted these videos and basically said nothing, like, so, to see, like, which video would get the most, only Anuses may watch this. So basically, whose video will do better, Mark's or Ethan's? And obviously, by the next one, we'll kind of know who the winner and loser is. So the next thumbnail is obviously Mark is the winner, Ethan is the loser. And it says only watch from 2:15 to 6:11. Do not watch any other part of the video. So because the rest of the video was, I believe, Mark and the green screen part of the video, which was, oh my god, the green screen part was so funny. And then, oh, the next one is do DIY wine. So they got grapes and they stomped on them to make wine, and then just kind of put the wine away, and the wine may or may not come up again later on. Tearing a phone book in half with our huge manly muscles. So I think Mark got most of the way through the book. The phone book, if I'm not mistaken. I think he did. 2 complete amateurs enter a bodybuilding competition. This is still during quarantine, you know, and they're just like over a call, just like kind of seeing like who's the strongest in a way. Oh, this one. This is when everything was going on. So Black Lives Matter, resources and how you can have help are in the description below. So this is obviously when, you know, everything was going on. You know, everything was just happening and just a bunch of crazy stuff was happening. I don't know how else to explain it. Like, it was just, yeah. Crushing watermelons betwixt our mighty thighs. I maybe typed that wrong or something. Not typed it, but read it wrong. So yeah, they're trying to crush watermelons between their thighs, and that's where Ethan kind of like went into his shower and was like eating the guts of the watermelon and being really creepy. Oh, the next one, morphing our bodies into superhero poses. That was so funny because they were just showing pictures of like superhero poses, and then they're trying to recreate them, and the editor would edit them together for picture-wise, and it was so funny. Reacting to your hilarious green screen memes. This one was the funniest thing I had ever seen. It was so funny to watch all the the green screen memes because they were so like a lot of them had the same idea but executed it so differently, and it was so cool to see. Oh my god, this is one of my favorite videos too because Mark teaches Ethan to read with Hooked on Phonics, and this is where Ethan gets his ukulele. He's like, I just want to learn how to read. Oh my god, that song was so friggin' adorable. I can't recreate it because there's no way I could ever recreate the cuteness that he did in his voice and for the video. Oh my god. I literally was just like, oh my god, that is the cutest thing I've ever seen in my life. Ethan roasts Mark for 15 minutes straight. That's pretty much self-explanatory. I don't remember anything else about that video. There's something horribly wrong with this picture. This is basically where they're trying to create those really creepy photos at their own houses kind of thing. You know how on Reddit they have the like creepy photos kind of thing, I think is what it was, and they're just trying to recreate that idea in a way. Attempting to build IKEA furniture without instructions. Now this was fun to watch because if you've ever tried to build IKEA stuff, which I've actually personally never done, it looks difficult. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna be like, oh, that looks easy. No, that looks difficult, and I'm so glad I haven't had to do that. Mark and Ethan become United States citizens. So this is basically where they take the citizenship test to see if they could even make it into, you know, being a United States citizen. Because that stuff those questions and the quiz is so freaking hard. I don't know how you guys do, like, how people like that want to become United States citizens do it. Like, it is insane. I'm like, I don't even know half of this stuff. The next one is we made fan art of each other, and freaking Mark just makes Ethan as Sid because he looked like Sid. It was so, like, which is funny because he really did. Our fans tried to scare us with their homemade creepypasta. Oh, this is the one where they did the creepypasta ones with you guys, with the fans that did it. Oh, then what was the other one? Were they just looking at creepypasta in general then? I guess. I don't know. Recreating their childhood photos. That one was so cute. I loved watching that video. Will we break the boards or will they break us? So this is basically where they got those, like, you know, for karate, you know, the breaking the boards kind of thing. They got those. Finding the most cursed image on the internet. Oh yeah, I think this is the one where, like, the thumbnail is like The Simpsons, but like realistic in a way. I think like those kind of things, like SpongeBob realistic in a way. Learning to cry on command to increase our YouTube views. So Ethan can almost like exactly do that. Like, perfect, well, not perfectly, but like he can almost like cry on command. Mark is like, I can't do it. Like, he was trying so hard. Now, we are finally out of quarantine at this point because Pee Sauna was their big video that they were going to do. They kept saying that they're going to do once they could, you know, get back to filming with each other. Building IKEA's hardest piece of furniture without instructions is impossible. So they're both working on the hardest IKEA furniture together, and they were having no luck, basically. So, becoming one with the horse. So, this is where Ethan is basically riding Ethan's basically riding Mark like a horse. That's when he gets the dad saddle thing, like, months ago when it was even before quarantine, where he had bought that dad satchel thing for him, and oh my god, it was so funny to watch. It was one of my favorite ones that they did when they got back from quarantine. The ultimate paper airplane showdown. So they both made like 3 or 4 different paper airplanes and saw whose was the best. Creating Mark Fishbach. This is when they got those mermaid tails, and basically it was just so... If that's not the one, I think that has to be the one. If not, I'm sorry. But that's where they were basically, you know, it's that one, if you see like Mark with 2 mermaids like top and bottom, that's where that picture came from. It's from that video. Learning to pick a lock. FBI, please do not watch. So they bought the how to pick a lock, like a lock picking kit thing that I think you can get like on Amazon or something like that. Not 100% sure, but something like that. Just to see like if they could unlock a pick. Mark did it pretty easily. Ethan was having difficulties. The most dangerous shave. So, you know, back in the day, they had that, like, 1-blade shaving thing. They got one of those and gave each other both shave. And Mark doesn't like his neck being touched, so it was really hard for him to do that. That's why it's the most dangerous one. Ethan traps Mark's soul in the palm of his hand. It was like where they did the palm reading stuff, you know. Bear trapping 101. An elegant knot for an elegant beast. So they're basically like, it was like Boy Scouts kind of thing, like just learning how to tie knots and stuff like that, or I guess bear trapping. 2 men in a trench coat teach you how to save money at the movies. So basically, you know, like those old cartoons where they put 3 or 4 kids in a trench coat and like, I'm an old man and la da da, and trying to get into like, you know, movies and stuff like that. Building the world's first IKEA boat, which sadly we did learn during the live stream. They were not the first to do it, but they're like, bro, you can have the title back. The channel's literally gonna die. So Ethan teaches Mark how to swim. This was one of the funniest videos because Ethan, you know, just being Ethan, he was just like, dude, like, he was just showing him how to do like stupid stuff, and it was so funny. So I'm actually gonna end on this one right here. 10 miracle products that give you the thickest jaw on the planet. So funny to watch that video. Oh man. That's it for right now. I should finish this video tomorrow. You guys still are, I know you can't see me right now, but I hope you guys still do enjoy this video because I'm actually putting a lot of time and effort into this, and I hope you guys do appreciate this this goodbye to Unus Annus, and I hopefully you guys do enjoy, and I will see you back again tomorrow to finish off the rest of these the rest of the thumbnail pictures to burn. We're gonna finish off, so we're gonna finish off the video today. So, 2 dirty boys wash their filthy mouths out with soap. Because it was basically, you know, like back in the day how like people would make you wash your mouth out with soap. That's basically what they did in this one. Mark is guilty and Ethan has the proof. This is when they got that, what do you call it, fingerprint kit thing, you know, fingerprinting kit. Jeez, I can't English right now. But yeah, that's what they got that. And he was trying to prove that he stole a book from the library in like years ago. I don't know. It was really funny. This one is one of my favorite ones that they did as well. Recreating Mark's childhood. This is where they got the stone. Because if you remember, Mark is like, yeah, we didn't have an oven. We had to use a stone to cook our meals or something like that. It was just Mark being Mark, you know. You know how he is. He's like, we were too poor to afford this kind of stuff. We put an Apple Watch in a rock tumbler. I believe it was Amy's rock tumbler, or she wanted one and they got this so that way she could have it afterwards, something like that. But a rock tumbler is mostly just to, like, you know, make stuff shiny, like pewter and stuff like that. And then this one is Dummy Thick for Dummies. A tale of 2 butts. Passing our butts even further beyond. This is the one where they got that weird, I can't remember what it's called, but it was like that weird, butt enhancing thing. I don't know what it was exactly, but it was just really, really weird. It was just weird. This is the one where they're reverse engineering a kite to steal the idea of electricity from Benjamin Franklin. Oh, the candy bra challenge. So they bought the candy bra and candy underwear thing, and to see who could eat the most candy off of it. Which, if mind serves me right, I think Mark is the one that won that challenge, I think. I could be mistaken, but I think it was Mark that won. Oh, this one. This was the introduction of Bodhi. Mark and Ethan look at a puppy for 10 minutes. This is when, one of the people that helped Mark and Ethan film Unus Annus, I can't remember his name, he brought in Bodhi, a little golden retriever puppy. He was so cute. I loved Bodhi. Bodhi was adorable. Oh, Bodhi. He was so cute. Oh, this one was literally one of my favorite videos. Unus Annus tried pole dancing. Now, if you didn't know, Mark has done pole dancing, I think, 3 separate times. Yeah, 3 separate times. This was Ethan's first time. Granted, getting to the process of them trying to actually pole dance was a whole video all in itself, because it took them so long to figure out how to get the stupid pole set up. But it was so fun. The end result of Ethan's pole dancing was one of the funniest things I have ever seen. I really thoroughly enjoyed it. Oh my god, that's one video I wish I could go back and watch. Oh my god, it was so good. Oh, this is where they did like that bacterial kind of thing. It says, this is hiding in your body right now. So, it was like different things, like where you put they put their thumb, their toe, their tongue on this stuff, and then over time it showed like the bacteria that's, that can form, like on those, like that's forming there, basically. I feel like the fire's like right in my face, but that's Nah, that's my fault for bad framing, but that's alright. What are you gonna do? Fire is hard to predict, so. Tasting weird food combos. Pickles and chocolate, ice cream and soy sauce. Now, the ice cream and soy sauce one is the one I was kind of interested in seeing if I would like. Because I don't know if I like soy sauce or not. I've never really known if I've actually liked it or not. But I think Mark was having a real difficult time with this video because I think Mark doesn't like pineapple on pizza and Ethan does. I'm with Ethan all the way. Pineapple does belong on pizza. It is so good. The Unus Annus space program. This one was so fun for me to watch because it's like a Unus Annus science experiment, if you will. It was really fun to watch and see how far we got that. I can't remember exactly what it was, but that stupid thing to shoot up so far and so quick. It was so cool to watch. I loved it so much. The egg smashing game. I had never heard of this game until I watched this episode, and oh my god, it was the funnest thing. Cause it makes me want to try that video, try doing that now. I want to play that game at some point. I want to play it so bad because it just looks like so much fun. It just looks like so much fun. Oh, this one was a really interesting one. Can you bake a cookie from the cookie dough ice cream? So, you know how in cookie dough they've got those little chunks of cookie dough? They were wondering if because all you really have to do is add an egg because that's the only key component that's not in the cookie dough bits in cookie dough ice cream is the egg. So they're like, well, if we just add egg, can we bake a cookie? And the answer, I believe, was yes, you can, but it just, it's not quite right. It came out really eggy because I think they put too much egg in there. This next one, Bleach Is Honest. So they got t-shirts and then they bleached it, basically tie-dyeing them, but with bleach instead of actual tie-dye. Which, honestly, they turned out really well. I like the ones that Ethan and Mark did. They turned out really, really good. Oh, dunking Oreos in literally anything but milk. So they got a variety of, they got I can't remember exactly, but they got a bunch of different stuff. And dunked Oreos in it. I know one of them was Jacksepticeye's Top of the Morning Coffee was one of the ones that they dunked their Oreos in. Preparing a 5-star meal for our YouTube famous dogs. So they basically just made really fancy meals for Henry, Chica, and Spencer. Really not much other than that, but it was still really fun and I thoroughly enjoyed watching that one. DIY teeth. This was the creepiest one. Because they just got fake teeth off the internet, which looked really real, and it was really, really creepy. I was like, oh god, I don't like this. How to escape from a hostage situation. Now, this is one where they got, they basically hosticized, or is that a word? Hosticized? Where they basically, what do you call it? Does this magnetic skincare really work? Okay, this is the one where they got that magnetic-y, facial kind of thing, and to see if it actually worked or not. Which I think in the end it kind of, it sort of did, but not really. It was it was alright. Oh, DIY bed of nails. Oh god, please don't ever try this. So, they literally made a bed of nails, and we all know how Ethan is with, anything that requires a hammer and nails. He had a little bit of a difficult time with it, but it was still really funny to watch him do it. It's something that would happen to me, so that's why I was relating with him very much in this one. The human mop. They basically turned Mark into a mop. Why? I literally have no idea why, but they did. They just did. It was just a thing that happened. I still don't know why they did it. It just did. Can sound therapy heal all wounds? This one, it was like those really ting, I don't know how to explain it, but those ting ting kind of, oh god. Just really one of those soothing sound instrument things is basically what they did for this video, which I liked it. I really did. And the next one, This is the most dangerous child's toy ever. This one was like, I can't remember what it was called, but it was like the Wubble. But it's like that bubble thing that you blow, which it's not, it didn't seem very child safe, is what I should say, when they were trying to do it. Oh man. Would Chica save us from drowning? Now Chica really doesn't like the water. So when she had to go in the, she really wouldn't go in the pool on her own to save Mark, basically. Not to say like she's a wonderful pupper, she's beautiful and wonderful. Just wouldn't go save her human. Well, granted, honestly, it's Mark. She probably knows him by now. She's like, Mark, I know you're playing. Like, stop it. Stop it. Get some help. So, that's probably what she is thinking to herself. Like, this is, no. We do it better than Icarus ever could. Now, if you don't know Icarus is the one that used something to make wings to fly away from jail or something like that. I don't fully remember Icarus, not gonna lie, so I'm not much help for that one. I'm really not. Oh, the beginning of the end. This is basically where they walked down the desert naked. Yeah, like they started stripping off. Like they were walking in the desert and just basically stripping down at the same time. So yeah, it was quite interesting to see that. So yeah. Alright, the next one is the annual Unus Annus dunk contest, which technically isn't annual because they're never doing this again because Unus Annus is dead. So, but I think they did it on purpose to be like, oh, like I think it was mostly meant to give people hope and thinking that they're not going to end the channel, but they were. The next one is the ultimate horseshoes. So they basically play horseshoes and eventually just landed like doing the classic like throwing the horseshoe from anywhere and it lands perfectly. A serious conversation under the stars. Basically kind of what I'm doing now, except for, I mean, there's a little roof here, but other than that, whoo man, this fire is getting big and hot. Whoo-wee. Oh boy. Might have had a little bit too much wood there, but that's alright. It'll die down here in a second, because I'm really bad at this, so, whew. Yeah. They just basically had a really serious conversation under the stars. And then, the next one, recharging our phones using only brute strength. So you know those things that you can crank to charge your phone? So that's what they did. They let their phones die completely, and then they did that to see who could, get their phone to charge the fastest. Oh, this one. I think we all know who they were hinting about when they did this video. 5 products to grow your patchy beard. Which we all kind of think it was mostly a hint towards JJ, if I'm not... I think so, at least. I could be wrong. But that's who I think they were mostly aiming it towards. Mark teaches Ethan how to play the trumpet. This one was so funny because Ethan was doing this weird stance when Mark was trying to show him what he needed to be doing. He's like, in the live stream, I think even he was like, I don't know, Mark. He's like, I really don't know what I was doing. He was like, I was just hoping for the best. Playing cards are the world's deadliest weapon. So, you know how like you could throw playing cards and you could get them to land in fruit? That's kind of what they were doing in this one, if I'm not mistaken. That, and they did other things too, but so the next one is, we lubed our floor for a sliding competition. And then in the live stream, they told us that that floor that they lubed at Mark's house was slippery for like, I think, what they say, like literally like 2 weeks after that or something like that. I can't remember exactly for sure, but they're like, it was so slippery. Like, we had to be careful when we walked through there. Breaking glass with our screams. Now, this is the classic one where they're trying to, you know, break a glass with their vocal cords. This is Goodbye. It was it's kind of like a preempt way of saying, like, you know, hey, we're getting really close to the end, so, you know, we're trying to say our goodbyes now. Mark and Ethan share a drink. This is the one where they finally drank their wine that they made many months ago. This was during quarantine when they made that wine, the DIY wine. So it was literally months ago, and then they were finally drank that wine, which both of them said it was really gross. It was both for gross. It was really gross for the both of them. The wubble. This one is where they actually got a wubble because they had never seen a wubble or ever played with a wubble before. They got one and played with it, and they were like, "This is actually one of the funnest toys to play with." Which I've never played with a wubble before, but it looks like fun. This is one of the only controversial Unus Annus ones. Mark and Ethan shave Chica. A lot of people were like, "Yo, Mark, why are you doing this? Like, you shouldn't be doing like." It was just a big ordeal kind of thing, and I'm like, guys, I was like, Mark would never do anything to hurt Chica ever. So I was like, Oh, this is one that they had a lot of these do not try at home videos. This one is do not try this under any circumstances. Like, do not try this at all. So you know that knife game that like with your fingers and you like that game? So basically they did that, but they had a special glove to see how well it could prevent from, I think it was like a shark level type one, or like it can't be cut or something. I can't remember exactly, but it was something like that. So they wanted to test the limits of this a glove. And then the next one is judging your terrible Unus Annus ideas. Which, honestly, not gonna lie, we had some bangers, but we also had some really bad ones. So Jesus Christ, the wind needs to blow the other way, not towards me. Gosh. Oh, this one, hydro dipping a baby. So I think it was Mark's child, the fake baby one, baby doll thing that they had. They just really wanted to hydro dip stuff, so they're like, oh yeah, let's try it on this. Oh, popping popcorn with a high-powered laser. This actually worked, which was kind of terrifying, I'm not gonna lie. I was like, what? Like, that's crazy. Like, that's really, really crazy that worked. Puberty simulator. This one was one of my not-so-favorite ones. I was like, I think it was just because it was so weird, I think. Well, granted, there was a lot of weird ones, but just making Ethan go through puberty again. Just, I don't know. I wasn't a big fan of that one. Oh, the grip strength test. Loser becomes the winner's butler for a day, which actually never happened. I was so sad that none of them became like. They didn't do the butler thing. I was so sad. I was like, guys, come on! You needed to do the butler thing. Oh, transforming Mark into the 8th wonder of the world. They basically covered Mark in gold paint. That's all they really did the whole video, but they had some really good conversation while they were doing it, so it's not like it was like a boring video or anything. Like, don't get me wrong, like, it was a good video. It's just, without being like in context or like of watching it, you'll kind of be like, okay, it was a little weird, but Mommy Plier teaches self-defense. Oh my god. Like I said, any video with Mark's mom was one of the funniest things because she's so freaking funny. I love his mom. Playing children's games in total darkness. This was a fun video to watch because they played Red Rover, they played hide and seek, they played tag. I feel like they played another one that I can't think of, but they were like, since it was in total darkness, like they were like messing with each other. So they're like, oh god. Oh, we're better than dogs. So they got dogs chew toys and stuff, and tried to see if they could chew through it themselves. Which, in retrospect, why? Just why? Well, I guess it's Unus Annus, so smoke needs to stop blowing in my face. I can breathe. The koala challenge, TikTok intimate couples trend. I had not seen this trend before until, like, obviously Unus Annus showed me, but it was so funny because, like, I thought they were just gonna like have Ethan do it to Mark and then not reverse it, but then they reversed it, and it was so funny to see Mark like crawl all over Ethan. Just so funny how they got it to work. It was so funny. I loved that video so much. Oh, This video, I was I was laughing so much during this video. 1 gallon of Jello nearly broke us because apparently Ethan doesn't like the texture of Jello, so he was having a really hard time with this video. Which, if you don't like Jello, I could understand why. Like the texture, I feel like you're not used to that kind of texture-y kind of stuff. I could see why you wouldn't like it, and you're like, oh god, too many pickles. This one was basically just them in a car eating pickles and also doing just random stuff. Bella Senor. I can't. They're singing somebody's not mixtape, but vocal exercise CD kind of thing. Oh yeah, because that's the one leading up to. So that's basically the ride to the camp for Camp Is Honest. Because then this next one is pitching a tent in the woods, but there's a bear 15 feet away. So this is where the start of Camp Is Honest started. The next one, obviously, it was a little mini series, which I love. Camp Is Honest was my favorite series of Unus Annus. Because they had what do you call it, phases that they went through in a way, which I loved. How to rescue a cat from a tree. They got one of those toy cat things that blow up. Well, not blow up, but it was half plushy, half squishy kind of thing, and they had to rescue that from a tree. A bear attacked us in the middle of the night, so I think it was where Ethan got out of there and left Mark for dead, basically. I mean, just in the video wise, not for realsy, but in the video wise. Oh jeez. Oh, I loved this video so much. How to safely bury a friend. Digging a grave, a friend. Digging a grave, a friend. Oh my god, that song that they did for oh my god, I love it because it was basically you got a friend in me, but bury a friend a grave, bury a friend a grave. Oh my god, it was so good. Oh my god, I loved that video so much. Oh yeah, team building for 2, trust fall, tug of war, and more. So basically, regular just camp activity kind of things for team building exercises or, trust building and a thing type of thing. Oh god, smoke dying. This is where I got the idea to get every Unus Annus thumbnail and burn it. Is this one. How to start a fire, except don't. Because I wanted to recreate every Unus Annus video the way that they did, but they had already done it. So I was like, no, don't. I was like, dang it. So when granted, it won't happen till later, but the idea of because that's the one I had originally planned. But then when I saw that they did that, that's when I was like, no. And then, sorry, something flew at me. So then I thought back and I was like, oh my gosh, it would be so ceremonial if I burn every Unus Annus thumbnail because of that fire one. And that's the one with the lore-based episode, the lore. And then the next one, Mark's outdoor escape room, was my favorite. So I know they did it in a legit escape room, but this escape room was so fun to watch. I loved that escape room video. It was just so perfect and funny, and it's kind of the start of the next episode. This one will always be my favorite video of Unus Annus of all time. Hunting He-Who. There's no way I could try to explain how. Oh. Okay, let me finish. How wonderful and just well put together this video was. Even when in the live stream they're like, we just threw it together, but I feel like it is one of their best videos they did for Unus Annus, and it will always be my favorite Unus Annus video that they ever made. hunting he who. There's no way I could ever explain to you and express how good that video was. You just had to watch it to know. And I'm sorry that you can't watch it, but if you watched it and you know what I'm talking about, I thank you so much for that. I love it so much. Was 2020 a bad year for Unus Annus? Now this is basically kind of like the conversation in the stars, you know, just kind of asking themselves like, hey, was 2020 really that bad of a year for Unus Annus? Because, you know, people were kind of like, not complaining, but like saying like, oh, you know, you should have waited, you should have like stopped it and then like came back to it when after quarantine was done. But they had a plan set because they wanted Unus Annus to end on a Friday the 13th, which obviously was in November. So they're like, it's perfect. And honestly, I'm glad that they didn't, you know, stop Unus Annus. I'm glad that they kept on going even though they had difficult obstacles to, you know, go through. So it was a good thing that they did it, and I love that for that. I love them for that. This is the one. Mark gives Ethan a hot stone massage. This is the one where I kept talking about in the other video, or not the other video, but the yesterday about the sexy legs. This is that video where they get Mark's mom to help him rub down Ethan with the hot stones, the collar, and she's like, oh, because the camera's not facing Mark and Ethan, is facing Amy, and she's like, oh, who's the sexy legs? The next one, we smell every smell, which I'm not gonna lie, I do not remember that video at all. Like, I just remember nothing from that video. Oh, this one, how many slaps does it take to cook a chicken? Which, spoiler alert, you can't. No matter how many slaps you do, it ain't cooking that chicken no matter what you do. Two poops, or no, two boys, two poops. I don't remember this video. Did they analyze their... I can't remember what this video was about. I'm really sorry, but I do not remember that one at all. Like, when I was putting these in order, I could not remember half of these thumbnails. I'm like, what is this video? Like, what is happening? It was so funny, though. At the same time, I'm like, gosh, there's so many that I remember, but there's so many that I forgot at the same time. So, Mark teaches Ethan how to march in a marching. The other one was how to play trumpet. Oh my god, this is the one where Ethan was having the weird stance. I apologize. The other one was just him teaching him how to play trumpet. Oh my god. I forget that they have videos of, like, they have like the same, almost like the same title in a way. So that's why I think I get confused with some of them, and I'm like, oh, it was the other one. I'm like, dang it. We finally drank our DIY wine. Wait, so then what was the other one then? Where they shared a drink? Did they just drink together? What one was that one then? I can't remember. Well, this one is the one where they finally drank their DIY wine. My bad. I apologize. Like I said, there's a lot that I remember, and there's a lot of them that I forgot. So I apologize. So, two dolls take a 4th grade math test. This one, I felt bad for Ethan because, you know, Ethan, math isn't his strong suit, neither was mine, so I could feel his pain when he had to record this video. He's like, I don't want people to see this, He's like, I want people to know how bad I am at math, and I was like, Ethan, it's okay. I was like, I'm really bad at it too, so we'll get through this together. Like, we'll be fine. Oh. Alright, the next one, making snow cones with literally anything but natural flavors. So I think they did like ketchup and soy sauce and just a bunch of other weird stuff to make snow cones instead of, like, you know, like the regular like syrupy flavors like grape and strawberry. I meant to say cherry. Huh. Whatevers. But yeah. We attempt pottery without Amy's help, which Amy kind of does help, so it's not really like, eh. So the next one is, can plants feel pain? And I think they came to the conclusion that the aloe plant is the one that could actually it felt like it could feel like they felt like it could feel pain, like it like moved or something, because like they had it hooked up to something for pain wise, and it moved. Yeah, so it was crazy. I was like, what? How far can we chuck a 16-pound rock? That one is basically like doing shot put, because Mark did shot put in high school or college. I can't remember which one. But one of those. We pierced each other's ears. And I think that Ethan still has his piercing in his earring still in. I think Mark got rid of his. I'm not 100% sure. But I think Ethan still has his. We ate dog treats, so you don't have to. So they basically, like I said, it's pretty self-explanatory. They ate dog treats. Some of these, like I said, are very self-explanatory. Other ones are not so self-explanatory. Oh, the next one, we accidentally made an SCP while Amy was away. So they basically remade Amy, but with the creepy stuff, and they had that weird what do you call it? That walkie-talkie that would just make it sound so creepy. It was so I did not like how creepy they made it. I was like, oh god. Beyblade nutball. and Ethan was having such a bad time because his one wouldn't work, and then they traded and it worked so well for him. They were just having so much fun. Anything that involved nutball, they were just having so much fun doing. Oh, this one is the one that they were making fun of Travis Scott because he got a burger for McDonald's. So they're making the ultimate Unus Annus burger. So they literally shoved everything almost on the McDonald's menu into this burger to prove that you can make that they could make a better burger than Travis Scott, because his was just a quarter pounder with bacon on it. Making soda with literally anything but soda, which will make its appearance again in another video later on. Well, Evan! That's his name! Evan! Evan's the one that has Bodhi! That's his name! I couldn't think of his name! Oh my god, it's Evan! That's right, because Evan suggested this idea that's coming up later. So basically the next episode, pea soda. Evan's the one that's like, hey, why don't you do pea soda? And they're like, Evan, what have you done? They were not too happy with Evan, I'm not gonna lie. I wouldn't be happy with him either. Like, bro, really? Come on. Learning to use the Force. It was like this old school, like, learning to use the Force, where like you use the Force to make the ping pong balls move using your mind and this thing, and it kind of worked, but it really mostly didn't. But because Mark is the only one that could get it to work. I think Ethan tried to get it to work, but it really wouldn't work for him. Brick soccer. Basically trying to play soccer with a brick, which as if you've ever played soccer, you know that's not gonna end well in any universe. We attempt to make holy water. This was so funny because they got this, I don't know where they got this giant book that was blank where they wrote in it. And, you know, Mark was like talking really slow for Ethan to write in it, and then Ethan's just going off on his tangents, and Mark is trying so quickly to write as fast as he can to keep up with Ethan's talk, and he's like, for the love of God, slow down, like, he's like, stop. Which that concept will come back in a couple episodes later on. And then Amy sent us a mystery box. I honestly cannot remember what was in that mystery box. I can't remember. I literally have no idea. Oh, this is the one where Mark knows what Ethan did. For the grip strength one, Ethan wasn't fully gripping it correctly, so then Mark like goes off on, you know, his Mark type tangent things, and like like it made him look like he was going insane because of this, like, you know, because there was like pictures all over the wall and everything. He's like, you weren't gripping it correctly, like, and he's like, hey, Mark, I can explain, kind of thing. This video will never make sense. I do not remember this video. I know it says this video will never make sense, but I still don't remember what the video is supposed to be about. So I guess they're right. It will never make sense to me because I just don't remember what it's about. We're in the 300s, so we're getting very close to getting this video done, guys. So I'm so excited. Okay, so like I said, the concept is back. We attempt to make unholy water. They brought back that book that they did in the first one, and Mark was trying his hardest again because Ethan was just being Ethan as usual. So that was really fun to watch. I really did enjoy that one. We will churn thy butter. They actually got one of those butter churning things and churned butter. Like, do you know how hard that stuff is? Like, it is hard to churn butter. Like, I've never, like, it just looks hard because it's a lot of, like, time and effort and work to get just that little bit of butter. So, Ethan teaches Mark gymnastics. Which that one was a fun video to watch. I really thoroughly enjoyed that one. Because Mark did actually really good in that video. Like, I was really surprised at how good he did. This one is the Great Ice Cream Race. They wanted to see who could eat those ice cream cakes the fastest, and they both kind of lost. And Mark's trainer was really mad at him for doing that. Oh, and then Mark teaches Ethan how to wrestle. I mean, don't get me wrong, wrestling is hard to begin with, but I mean, I think Ethan did a really good job for his first time ever doing that. So, yeah, I really give him props for that, because I would be really, like, no, it's not for me. Ethan watches as Mark achieves the impossible. Okay, so Ethan had this cup that he could not open for literal, like, I think it was like months that he could not open this thing. So they tried. So, spoiler: Mark got it open, which was insane. Because they had to get like the gymnastic chalk and everything. So he finally just like and got it. It was so crazy. Oh, and then the next one is consuming the world's hottest chip. Now, if you've seen people, they get those really it's like infused chip thing. And see how long they can last without eating or drinking anything. And that chip is just, apparently it's really insane. Like how, it's just crazy. This video went completely out of control. I think this is the one where they were showing all like the props throughout Unus Annus. I could be wrong, but I think that's the one that it is. I don't remember for sure. But then the next one is the 1,000 high five challenge. So they literally high fived each other 1,000 times. Which when I first started watching this, like I didn't read the title and I was so confused what was happening, and then I read it and I was like, oh, I'm an idiot. So yeah. Bobbing for apples, but the water keeps getting thicker. I think they added like that the water thickening stuff. I can't remember what it was, thicket or something like that. To see, and then started bobbing for apples. Mark breaks his nose on an aerial hoop. So they brought in a person that knows how to do aerial stuff. I think Mark did on his channel originally, and then the Silks girl I think is the one, and he kind of slammed the hoop into his nose and kind of broke his nose. Yeah. Next one, a little bit lighthearted. Mark and Ethan milk a goat, which I thought was really entertaining. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, because like I know you can milk a goat, but it's just weird to actually see it, like because I've never seen it before, like in video or anything. So I was like, shooting archery on a horse. Oh yeah, this one. I really loved this one. It was so cool to watch him do archery on a horse, because you know there's just something about like, because it like. Doing archery in general is like hard, but then on top of a horse is even harder. So it's like, oh gosh. The next one, DIY Minesweeper. So if you guys know that old computer game Minesweeper, like you have to, you know, I don't know exactly what it is. You just play it all the time when you had no internet when you were younger. That's all I know. I play it all the time. Oh, this one, literally finding a needle in a haystack. I still cannot believe Mark found both of the needles. I was like, what? Like, bro, well, granted, I mean, Ethan's was a white needle and Mark's was a black one, so it was a little bit easier, but still, he did find both of them. He did find both, so can you really fault him? Drawing on each other's backs in total darkness. So they drew on each other's backs, and then the other one that was being drawn on had to recreate what the other person was drawing on their back, which was really fun to watch, because that's where that weird goose thing came from, if you know what I'm talking about. Oh, this is for fun, not a fetish. It's like that that balloon thing where so you get in like the big balloon and then you vacuum suction yourself. And yeah, it's kind of weird, but it looks like fun, not gonna lie. So yeah. Mark conquers his fear of night swimming. The Gungoozler! This is where the Gungoozler meme came from. Because Ethan was teaching Mark how to swim in darkness. He's like, but you gotta watch out for the Gungoozler. The painful world of aerial silks. Yes, so the girl that did the aerial hoop also came back for the aerial silks to teach them how to do that. The next one, we bought every Grinch costume on eBay. This one was so funny to watch. I loved that video so much because there was some really good ones and then some really, really bad ones. Pumpkin taste tier list. So they got different kinds of pumpkins, and they wanted to see how they would taste. You know, like without cooking them or anything, just like straight cutting them and eating them right then and there. Learning to jump higher in 16 minutes and 16 seconds. I really enjoyed that one because they actually did improve. Like, it was crazy. Like, in literally just 16 minutes, they could jump higher than what they first originally did, which was cool, I thought. The bobbing for literally anything but apples. So Amy put like in tofu, pizza. She put in all kinds of weird stuff for them to bob for. But like, some of it was like dissolving, so it like was like just chunks, and it just looked really gross afterwards. This video is completely unedited, which I thought it was so I loved that video. It was so funny to me. It was just so funny. Because they're like trying to like do edits, but like without editing the video, because they're like, you know, put the filter, put the red filter, I'm angry. Mommy Plier tells the scary stories of Korea. If you were not there for that, I tell you what, there was some creepy stuff that happened to her. Like, it was just so creepy. Like, I was like, whoa, that's creepy, I don't like it. The pumpkin spice challenge. Basically, anything that was pumpkin spice, they were trying, if I'm not mistaken. Or was it something? I can't remember exactly, but I just remember there was a lot of pumpkin-y stuff in that one. Mark and Ethan build a scarecrow. This one was one of my favorite ones to watch, because it was just so much fun to watch them build a scarecrow together. Like, I just really thoroughly enjoyed it. This one was for Ethan. Pressure, because he loves pressure washing videos. So they got him a pressure washer, and they're pressure washing their sins away. And Mark would, at the end of the video, he basically stood in front of it and just like see if he could take the pressure washer to the face. We forced Mark to swim in the ocean, his greatest fear. So this is when they went on a boat together. And Mark apparently conquered his fear of swimming in the ocean. I've actually never legit swam in the ocean ever in my life, so I don't know if I'd be scared or not. But knowing me, I probably would, because I'm a horrible swimmer. I can't swim very well. I can float. I just can't swim. The next one, since they're still on the boat, they're fighting fish to the death in the deep blue sea. They basically were just fishing out in the ocean, which actually seems like kind of fun. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm not really a big fan of like fishing, but it just, I don't know, just something about that just seemed really calming. Cryptid Olympics. This one, it was just one of those weird videos that they did. It was just really, really weird. I can't even explain what happened in that video very much, because I think I just took that memory out of my head. Phasmophobia in real life. So, you know, that was when Phasmophobia was blowing up on everybody and their mama was playing it. Well, they still are, but it kind of died down just a bit, but like doing it in real life was so fun to watch because it was like legit scary. Like I was like, oh, I'm not gonna get scared. I legit got kind of scared a couple times. I'm like, oh my god, like that's so creepy. Edward Pumpkinhands, terrifying. Mark almost went to like scratch, like because he got an itch. He went to scratch his face and almost forgot that he had, you know, knives on his hands, and could have ended really badly. Could have ended like really, really badly. So don't ever. It's another one. Don't ever try it at home video. Bloodbath. That one was funny. They were literally just trying to bathe in a bathtub full of fake blood, and it really didn't turn out the way they were hoping. It kind of just looked weird. But obviously the editors color corrected it, so it did look like blood, but to them, they're like, it didn't work very well. The Unus Annus annual costume contest was my favorite one, because my favorite part was when Mark dressed up as Emperor Cusco from the Emperor's New Groove. He looked so adorable in that costume. I literally was like, oh my god, that's so cute! Like, oh my god, I was literally like, oh my god, it was so adorable. Ethan turns Mark into a werewolf, because this was during like, you know, October, so it was like Halloween themed and woo, spooky kind of stuff. This one, Ethan kidnaps Mark. So you know how Mark did an escape room for Ethan, now Ethan did an escape room for Mark, which will then lead up to one of the next videos, which is, oh my goodness, just, the escape room one was so funny, because like they were like messing with him at the same time, because he's like, are you still there or anything? You know, they were just having so much fun with that one. The truth about Unus Annus. This is when we finally got to see the casket. We just didn't get to, we never got to see the inside until the live stream. But it was basically just like, you know, they're accepting the truth of Unus Annus, like, you know, like, oh, we have a whole year, like, oh my god, it was so well put together and everything, and it was such an amazing video. I loved that video so much. It was so good. And then the next one, obviously, accepting the truth. You know, the truth is, you know, the channel's gonna die here really, really soon, like, and you know, they're basically coming to terms with it. Unus and Annus were coming to terms with it because they kept trying to stop the clock. But then the next one, the Unus Annus Last Supper, you know, the Last Supper together in a way. It was basically them just eating a bunch of really gross stuff for their Last Supper that Amy prepared for them. Being brutally honest with each other. It was basically, you know, them just like letting out everything that was going on in the year, like mostly like how, you know, just being brutally honest with each other, like, you know, hey, I really didn't like, you know, this, or like, you know, certain things, you know, like certain bits or something like that, you know, just recreating every single Unus Annus video, which gave us one of the best memes ever, where Mark goes, hey Siri, call us daddy. He's like, and Siri's like, I don't see any father in your contacts. He's like, well, it was, oh my god, it was so sad, but it was so funny at the same time. Like, oh my god, it was a mixture of emotions. He's like, about that. All our video ideas that never happened. So they said, it's like you wrote down any of the video ideas that in this video, that if you wanted to do them, you can, you know, they're giving us permission. Who's cutting onions in here? I think it was like I'll say like a 20-ish minute video. I could be lying. I'll probably throw it up on the screen if I remember. Of them just cutting onions and trying to make themselves cry. Basically, and at the end they're like, it was you. They were like blaming each other. You were cutting onions the whole time. And they're like, and they look at Amy and they're like, you didn't stop him, or you didn't stop us, or something like that. It was so funny. Oh, and then the first annual Unus Annus roast. So they basically were just roasting each other in this video. This one is God's fitness test, where once again Mark's trainer was in it as well, and they did some really, really intense fitness stuff. This one is the one saying goodbye to all our guests. They literally called a lot of their guests on the phone to say, you know, hey, thank you so much for being a part of this. And, you know, and a lot of them were just like, you know, they're like, no, thank you guys so much for, you know, being like showing me, you know, that, you know, show it just like they were just being so kind to each other, and I just loved it so much. I can't like get like my words out. This one is the one where it comes back full circle in a way. So everything's legal if you're dead. I mean, a title doesn't really match with what's going on in the video. They are basically remaking their second video, cooking breakfast with sex toys, but they just got so much more and bigger stuff. The next one is 7 minutes in heaven and then 7 minutes in hell. So Ethan got the 7 minutes in heaven, and Mark got the 7 minutes in hell because reasons. You know, Ethan really didn't want to do the 7 minutes in hell kind of thing, so he's like, please, Mark, please, I don't want to do it. The last video before the live stream is the Unus Annus annual sleepover, which, if you think about it, was really fun. Like, because it was like, you know, I felt like it was a good way to kind of, you know, it showed them going to bed, and then, you know, because obviously the next and last one is the live stream goodbye, where it was a literal 12-hour live stream of them just going over everything that they went through and just everything, and it was so amazing. And I can't believe that this is the last time that I'm gonna throw a picture into this fire. So you go right there, buddy. Right there. You go right there. But I think I'm gonna let you know once this fully burns all the way through. I'm gonna finish off the video back inside because I'm so cold again. It's freezing out here. So, but yeah, that's 365 days worth of content. Like I said, I feel like this was very ceremonial to end it this way, for me at least. And I hope you guys enjoyed this part. So I will see you guys back inside the house to finish off the video. Alright, everybody. As you can see, I'm now back inside from filming burning every single Unus Annus thumbnail as a commemorance of saying goodbye to Unus Annus. And honestly, I don't know if I would have made it through quarantine without Unus Annus, because a lot of YouTubers were kind of slowing down during the beginning of you know, the COVID-19 pandemic, and it was just a little like I felt like I was like what if there's not a video for me to watch, and but then also at the same time I always knew once it hit 1 o'clock I had a video to watch from Unus Annus. And hey, I probably watched those videos more than enough times. The ones that were closer towards the end were harder to really rewatch because you were running out of time. Like, say, like the beginning of the very first video that they did, or second one, or like the first week. Like, you had so much time to rewatch those and enjoy every single second of it. But when it came down close to like that last week, it was hard. And then especially for people who came in late. There was one person when I tweeted, you know, during that last hour of Unus Annus, you know, Unus Annus' last hour, I had somebody that follows me, like, I didn't even know Unus Annus was a thing. So he's like, I literally had 1 hour to watch as many videos as he could, which I was like, I was like, oh my god, I literally felt so bad for them. I was like, God, I wish I could go back in time and, you know, tell them at the 12-hour mark, you know, because I didn't tweet it. I should have tweeted out, but I didn't. I was so enraptured of the live stream. I did not want to take my eyes off it for 1 second because I sat through the whole thing. So the moment it started, I was glued to either my computer or my phone. I had both of them going, not gonna lie, because I was like, in case I had to, like, you know, go to the bathroom or something, or like I have to walk away, I was like, all right, let me switch to my phone real quick. That's basically kind of why I had both of them going. I got to see everything of the live stream, and It was just the only time I legit cried during the live stream was when Mark and Ethan and Amy went into the casket and they they opened it, they went inside and they closed it. Oh my god, literal chills are still hitting me now. Like just I'm getting emotional now. It was it just hit so different. I was like, oh my god, like just it just was so different and just oh my god. I don't even know how to explain it to you guys, but there is no way to explain it. And if you weren't there, I'm sorry you missed it. But if you were there, even if you were there from like that person from that last hour, you still got to see Unus Annus while it was still alive. I know this video is not going to do well at all whatsoever, but I just want to let you guys know that this video is more for me. In a way of saying that, because when I first, was like, oh, they're not going to delete the channel, and then when it came down to it, mostly when it was accepting the truth about Unus Annus, is where it really, really hit me. I was like, they're gonna delete the channel. Like, they weren't kidding. Like, I know they told me from the beginning. They told all of us from the beginning this channel will die in 1 year. But all that time, they had a year's worth. They had a year to do whatever they wanted. They had so much time, but so little time at the same time. It was really poetic, and I love it. Once I saw the accepting the truth about Unus Annus, that's when, I know I said it, but that's when it hit me, and I was like, this channel is gonna die, and I'm never gonna be able to see another Unus Annus video ever again. Like, ever. Because, just ever. And I was like, oh my god, no. I was so sad. I was sad. But then at the same time I was thinking about it, I was like, they've been telling me from the beginning, they've been telling all of us from the beginning, it's gonna die in 1 year. And so there was the truth, and then accepting the truth, the one literally right after accepting the truth, is after watching that one, I started getting more contempt with, being okay with the channel dying. I was okay with it. Like, from the beginning, I never thought I would be okay with, saying goodbye to Unus Annus. It's gone. And there's nothing we can do about it except make sure we keep Unus Annus in our memories through the merch, through your guys' fan arts, through anything, through a YouTube video, just basically like mine, just saying, hey, it's been 1 month since Unus Annus is gone, and it shows how much I have forgotten of certain videos, and it makes me sad, but also at the same time, there's just so many memories of Unus Annus that I've kept, and I will continue to keep. Because I did order, during the live stream, they had that poster and the end t-shirt, so when I get those, I will show you guys. Obviously, I'll do an unboxing and show you guys the poster and the end shirt. I want to say a huge thank you to Unus and Annus for making 2020 not such a bad year with your content. I mean, there were struggles. I mean, everybody struggled during the beginning of it, but you pushed through the hard times and you got through it, and you still brought us amazing content when you guys could get back together to do Peace Anna, which it still haunts my dreams. Not gonna lie. Still haunts them to this day. If you guys in the comments want to let me know what was your favorite Unus Annus video, I will be reading your comments because I love to read comments. And I hope you guys do enjoy this video. If you watch it, I know it is a very long video. As of right now, it's like 2 hours and 50 minutes, but with this outro, it might be 3 hours. So I completely understand if you don't want to watch this in any way, but like I said, this video is more for me more than anything. Because I wanted to do this video since starting the fire, except they don't video. That's when I got the idea to get every single thumbnail of Unus Annus and then get them printed and burn them. That's when I got the gears started turning, because for some reason I wanted to recreate every single Unus Annus video, but then because I hadn't started recording it yet, and then by the time I wanted to start recording it, they had already done, Unus Annus had already done recreating every single Unus Annus video. So I was like, great. I was like, so what's the other one I can do? But that idea started like from the back of my mind started coming back and was like, oh, do that other one that you wanted to do. Do that ceremonial one that you wanted to do. Because I want this to end at exactly the way they ended their live stream. I want this video to end exactly at midnight, December 13th. All of you beautiful, wonderful people in the next video. That's why videos have been a little slow lately as well too. I had to get this project done more than anything, and there was so much I had to do for it. And new people that have no idea what Unus Annus is and are watching my channel, you should have been there. It was a wonderful year. But I will see all of you guys in the next video. Alright, goodbye.